Jam, 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 jam. Imagine if jam, like the food jam, was also like a state of being. But I'm picturing like a really specific red kind of jam. Okay, welcome to this pick a card. I love starting on weird notes. Imagine if notes was a type of jam. Ooh, several kind of notes too. I was thinking of like a musical note. And then there's like that like, okay, I'm not gonna get into the different kind of notes. I want to begin off with channeling some sound healing, but before that I will show you your immediate pile selection. And then I have multiple things that you can choose. We'll get some cards to maybe do a drawing each for the pile selection and then do the actual readings. So that stuff should be in the description box and comments for timestamps. Okay. Okay, the first thing to choose from for each is pile 1 has this clear quartz and sandalwood cones, like incense cones. Ah, it smells so good. Ooh, interesting that I'm wanting to put the cones as the center, not the crystal. So your pile 1's desire in life could be something to do with under the surface. We also have plants growing up here. But like it's you who is pointing downward. And it's like you take up the roots. You are the roots. Interesting, very interesting. Oh, especially since pile 2's... Wait, was pile 2's this one or this one? Whoa. Pile 2 has something around... like a strong indecision. Or forgetting. Like a void space, but not like a dark void space. Just like a... It's so... I heard the word undeciding, so that 2 of Swords kind of indecision energy is definitely coming through for pile 2. I can't remember if I had chosen... I think this was to be pile 2's. Yeah, because I remember putting it in the center like this. Okay, so pile 2 is this larger clear quartz with this Om incense stick. Oh, and interesting that I was saying that it was like a void space, but it wasn't dark, and this is like pure black, but the flower is white, and it kind of looks like a sun. I feel like there could be something for pile 2's about being lightness within a lot of darkness. I'm kind of wanting to put it like on top. I think I'll put him under. Yeah, again, it's like the U part, which is the crystal. It even looks a bit like a rising sun. Something about the in-between. Because this too, it's not a full sun, it's rising. Cats could be strongly associated with this second pile too. Or then I'm feeling like there could be a lot of animals to do with pile 2's. Okay. Then pile 3 has this beautiful incense. I noted the incense first. I'm not sure if I did that with the others, but that seems relevant with this pile. And my throat suddenly feels much harder to speak with. So this could have not to do with much speaking, or it could have strongly to do with speaking. And this smaller, a little bit scuffed clear quartz. So, like, unordinary. I actually heard extraordinary. So there seems to be a lot of doubt with pile 3's own validity, own sense of self, own value. And that could also have more to do with the purpose or the desire. If this is to do with possibly helping others through that energy, which often comes about when you yourself have experienced that. That's very cool, putting you on top of the incense. Pile 3. Okay. And it's at the top and it's on top. So something strongly about being the top. Reaching, it's like a high aspirations. It feels like, okay, that's what it could be with the expression thing too with pile 3s. It was like the goal is something you're not currently at. It's a very distinguishable purpose / desire from where you're at. It's like you can see it so clearly because it's so far from you. There's something about vision too, because I really do see it like this goal is so far away and yet you have crystal clear vision on it. It could have to do with your sight in some way. And these are just small tidbits, they don't have to apply. You can still feel very drawn to your pile even if I haven't said things that fitted in this selection part. Okay. I'm also being drawn to this saying Himalayan flower, so something to do with mountains in the second one perhaps. I heard the word summit. And hand. But it says handmade in Nepal, but it's like I can't actually read that. It's like you make the unreadable readable. It's 2. Om. But it's kind of guesswork, so it could have a lot to do with seeing the unseen. And P.O. Box is also standing out. Okay. And this is making me think of sand. Like, deserts. Pile 1s. Okay. So, those are those. Then I also have an item for each. 2 of them, the first 2 I brought from downstairs. Pile 3 just fell over. Okay. Pile 1 is a chocolate naked bar. Sorry, a cocoa hazelnut protein bar. And I want to note that these are cooler than the ones I usually get, which are usually like cacao and orange, or cocoa and orange, I presume. These ones like have grooves in them, so there's something about grooves, or like it being sectioned. Like pile 1 could have a lot to do with organization, or cleanliness, or health. Like there's something so specific about this. It's like I'm seeing ancient Egyptian, what are they called? Not murals. It could have to do with being very analytical. Yeah, okay. Pile 2 is an apple. It's a bruised apple though. And I almost didn't want to pick him. I did, I really, really did. But there's something like, there's something about it. And I keep wanting to touch it all over. It could definitely be something to do with hands with pile 2s. And I want to put that on top of your clear quartz. So there's something of like you being surrounded on all sides. Because we had that with that like voidish space too. It's like the sun with darkness all around. It's not like darkness with pile 1s, which is like really looking at the roots of something, going to the core where things have come from, understanding the past, or understanding how things are created, or the whys. But pile 2s is not one direction, it's every direction. Okay. And pile 3s was the only one that came from upstairs, and I was most unsure. Oh yeah, this goes with pile 3's message too. If I was most unsure about using this, 1, because I can't remember the first reason, but the primary reason is because it's not mine. That's not even true, but okay, that's coming through for the reading. Yeah, this little guy. And I also wanted to keep the dead leaves in, but one of the dead leaves just fell out. Over there. It doesn't want to go on top. There's like, yours needs to be on top. The crystal, you are on top. Okay. Now let's get a card for each. This is fun. Ooh, interesting. I'm being drawn to my numbers deck. Purpose, desire. Power 1. This guy. 88. I heard hawthorn tree. Which is interesting that I said tree because we already talked about this being to do with roots. And I put the... I almost called it a crystal then. Amber could be significant, or crystals to do with trees. Possibly death also. I keep being brought to like translating jobs. Okay, pile 2. I heard the word story for pile 2. And they kind of feel like they might... Okay, they don't want multiple cards, but they want to show the bottom, which is 74. Did I even say pile 1's is 88? Okay, pile 2 is 74 on the back. And 111, or 111. I like never do that. Noises in spots. I don't know what that's called. And 000. If I can find the right place to put it. Yeah, there's something about like finding one's place. One's place at the beginning and the end. Or maybe just the top. Because this feels again with pile 3s, it's like 0, 0, and then this 0 is being noted at the top. Like, that's the one that's cracked open, that's the one that's being shown. It just also kind of looks like the pile selection. Pile 0, nothing. Pile 2, nothing. Pile 3, yes, I'm pile 3. So there could be something about the obvious, stating the obvious with pile 3. The back of the deck for pile 3s is 9. I'm going to go back and do a back of the deck for pile 1. And that feels so significant. Again, it's like pile 1 feels so to do with the past. Understanding the past. Interesting. 9 has come back to the back of the deck, but the one I was saying, I wasn't asking for another card, but that one came through, which I believe is, yes, a number 6. Hey, look at that. There's even roots at the bottom. Interesting. And they look like steps down. The ability to go down. The number 6 feels very important. So much so that I'm going to leave it there. Which has a lot of energy present that I can no longer see, or I can, but it's very energetic. And I don't mean that in maybe a normal way, but it's really taking me to other worlds or other past lives, other realms, other like ways of existing, other like worlds. And Pile 1 feels like it has the most dedication, like there's so much energy that needs to go into it. Yeah, there's so much to do. It's like an endless to do. It's not endless. Interesting, when I said that I moved my glass left. Okay, we'll get into that in the readings themselves. There could also be something very strong with Pile 2s about simply being happy. Like peace, being at peace within darkness, like simply enjoying the fruits no matter where you are. I feel like Pile 2s will be very simple. It's like simply joy, simply pleasure. Like 111 makes me think of, hey, we got 3 very strong numbers, 88, 111 and 000. And I feel like some of you really heard those numbers differently that time. Like you didn't take them in as numbers before. Some of you are really seeing the difference in energy now. Maybe you have a different perspective on which, I heard deck, which pile you want to choose. So instead of cards, like another card for each, which apparently my mind was going to, because these like almost didn't feel like cards. Interesting. Instead of another card, I will select a deck for each. I love doing so many things at the beginning. And it's like the ones who listen to this may find that the messages are more particular for you here, and they might really create a foundation for the readings themselves. So the readings themselves could be very different to what we're talking about within the energy of each now. They could be the same, but I keep being drawn to this like slit in the center of the like sun, the flower. Yeah, there's like Pile 2 has a flower and a fruit. It feels very beautiful, Venusian, pleasurable. And yeah, that slit in the middle like really felt like the one. And yet it's the number 3, so creation. But it's just bringing me back to pleasure. The 3 is Empress in tarot also, which talks of abundance, fruitfulness. It's like a very feeling pile. Yeah, very, very sensing. They're probably, that's interesting, I'm saying they, instead of like you, Pile 2s. They, Pile 2s are probably very sensitive. In one way or another. Or in every way. There's so much in Pile 3s. It feels very leadership-like. And you may currently not be feeling in that place. It's like even if you are a leader, you recognize you're not at the top. Or you recognize there's still so much more to stand for or to guide through or to be a part of. There's so many involved in Pile 3s. It's very complicated, and yet there's such a simplicity that you bring. I feel like what you do, your purpose, your desire, Pile 3 is so correlated to your ability to hold so much, and doing that with, I heard with stride, doing that with so much like pure love. My mind is judging that, but I think that just is, pile 3 has a lot of insecurities around being being that which they want to be, or being that which they already are. But I don't think they'll resonate with it being that which they are. Okay, so the decks. So what's pile 1 wanting to be? Pile 1 is very certain it's this. I feel like a lot of pile 1s already are in the flow with theirs, or they know they already have it. It feels very grounded. That's that root energy again. Yeah, so this is pile number 1. Shall I put him down? Can I put him down? See, death putting down could be. Are there like specific vets who like put animals down or humans down? Okay, pile 2. Tulips could be significant. Pile 2's is the Shadowscapes Tarot. I shall put you there. And pile 3. I feel multiple. I feel multiple. Okay, let's have a look under here. Okay. I feel like I'm choosing the wrong one for pile 3. This is what I'm gonna say it is. It's my homemade one. Okay, I'm just gonna welcome in the pile selection and give a little rundown for those who didn't want to watch all that. Welcome in the pile selection who have come now. This is pile number 1. Yes, it's kind of crazy. Pile number 1 has a chocolate naked bar, sandalwood incense cones, the Archangel Animal deck, which does have a back of dragon cards, but the animal part felt more significant for you. And this is the main part, your clear quartz crystal, face down. The back of the deck felt significant for pile 1 also, which is the number 6. And the primary number card is number 88. So that is pile number 1. Ooh, and I hit water. Water could be very significant. If you want, by the way, for all of you here, if you want to hear some messages from each pile, there's some of those as I was getting all of these. But if you don't want to and you want to skip straight to the reading, that's cool too. Or not cool, depending on how you feel about it personally. So pile 2 has this Om incense sticks, the red apple with green. Is it red or not? A clear quartz of this wonderful kind. I want to show the back. The number 111 or 111. This part is making me think of the Sowelo or Sowilo rune. And finally the Shadowscapes Tower. Yeah, I wanted to show the back for both of these, but also I showed the back on pile number 1, so that could have some significance, should you desire it to. Yeah, pile 2 feels so to do with desire more than purpose, but they're interlinked, they're the same. And pile 3 is this deck, which I'll show you the first card of, since the cover doesn't really show much. The 000 card. I can't close this. The energy of difficulty and and insecurity also kind of comes into pile 3 too. Put him there. The main crystal is this clear quartz. These incense sticks, which are so chunky, I want to show you. I don't know if you can like grasp how large that is. Feels large to me. Larger than life. Life is larger than... What is that? That doesn't make sense. Larger than life. I guess just because my brain wants this to be something before there. Yeah, it's like you can't quite grasp yours, pile 3, until you get the first foundation. It's like there's so much about it being or feeling far away. And then this for pile 3 too. Okay, those are your piles. If you so desire them to be. I'll see you at your readings. Bye bye. It's so funny putting this plant. I guess I won't. I was going to say on my bed. In preparation. But I shan't. I shall put it on the windowsill. That made me think of salty. S-A-T-Y-A. But the A, as well as the 2 that is beneath that, is faded. 491 could also be significant. Or as they say in the north, 491. I don't know why I said that. In the north. Who's in the north? Who says that? I guess we'll keep these these out. Number 88 can go over here. Actually, he can go there. Is that in shot? Fun, 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 fun. Yamanakatia. Actually, we'll put him there. Any of you listening here, pile 2 could be significant because I held this for a while but I wasn't seeing it, but now I'm seeing this as the number 2. Maybe just the number 2 could be significant, but I felt drawn to saying pile 2. Okay. Are we ready to begin? I wanted to say the fated pile. Welcome in. Pile number 1. I wanted to call yours the fated pile. And I want to start off with drawing immediately for you. And even though I was trying to get the color black, I actually got the number red. Okay. The numerology of red could be significant. But I'm also feeling like that's two-part. I'm seeing the Wheel Fortune card. I'm also seeing that timing is very important for you. What were the other things? Because I feel like neither of those were the two important things that I said. There's a lot. Your mind is a very strong part of your purpose / desire for this lifetime. It feels like I'm actually going to get a different paper to draw on. And it feels like you are always thinking. And if you don't currently feel like that, I think that is what would bring invigoration to your life. Having something to always be thinking about. I think something that you will find that you're very passionate about is something that you find it hard to get off your mind. I want to note for you that Egypt keeps coming to my mind for your pile. And I keep saying the things that I'm actually not thinking. Like, there's so much divine inspiration here. You're very, very led. Very, very led. It's like my hands and mouth are moving for me, and it's like, even though my brain is doing a lot within your energy, I'm not really following it. And we're even going to use the dragon deck, even though I chose more for it to be the Archangel Animals. We'll probably get into that later. There could be a lot for you to do with recognizing where you're going, but that not being where you're at, and still feeling as though where you're at is where you're being called to look at. And you don't need to take that like where you're at. You could also take that to be what you're currently focused on, or just there being more steps before you like get on the roll of something. It's kind of giving like preparation, like you need to learn to read in a language before you can write your dream book in that language. So currently you'd be learning to read in this language. And there could be a lot to do with languages and like learning something of detail, like very Virgonian energy, or maybe Gemini, of really seeing the details and being able to organize or understand them. What you don't need will just be so in non-resonance with you that you can't help but not flow with it. Okay, those words are so confusingly said. I feel like this is so like planned, so it's like ingrained within your body what you want in this lifetime. It feels very, very specific, and like there's no way you can miss it. So even if you feel like you're doing things that aren't aligning with what you're actually wanting to do, it's still in alignment. You are so divinely led. Like any muddles, like it's all part of the puzzle piece, or the puzzle picture. The picture. All the puzzles are a part of the larger picture, even if it's not like the center. Because I keep getting this image of, or this energy, and I keep saying things that I'm actually not thinking or saying. So I'm gonna get back into that message in a bit. But what I was gonna say was, I keep seeing you placing all the puzzles around the edge. It's like you're finding those corners and then the outlines, and then you'll get to do the like actual picture. Okay, we have Crystal Yellow Dragon. Opens you to higher learning and wisdom, yet there's so much about learning here. I feel like you're like the forever student. And it's like even when you become very skilled and masterful, you're still learning. Learning is such a passion of yours, I feel. Oh, and we also have like the color red for you, which feels like that energy of passion too. There's such a drive. Like, there's something that you'll do every day and it never gets old because it's always new, but it's the same avenue. It doesn't feel like we're talking here about multiple things in life that you like experience the expanse of opportunities. It's like, no, this is one thing that you are dedicated to do with learning, to do with research. And that research can be taken in multiple ways for those of you watching. Okay, so it opens you to higher learning and wisdom, expands your crown chakra for illumination, walk the higher spiritual path. Something about crystals, because in the beginning also I was getting messages of the pile selection beginning. I got the message of like something to do with crystals that are associated with trees, and trees are making me think of the Hierophant card, but a specific Hierophant card. It's quite equating to wisdom, but it's a very specific kind of wisdom. And now I'm remembering the image I got for you in the power selection too, and it was this image of like, okay, what even is this? There was a lot of like electric blue, but it was kind of like strings of electric blue, but kind of also like a staircase. I was seeing like a place. For some of you, this is a library. I think a lot of you, this has to do with like categorizing something. Oh, I haven't lit your incense. Ah, it smells so good. I haven't smelt Pile 2's incense yet. It has yet to be opened, but out of this one and Pile 3's, yours is the goodest smelling. And I'm also wanting to note that I'm getting a lot of information without cards, even though I had intended to get a lot of cards, or I felt like using a lot of cards. This color, yellow, orange, and red, feels so significant for you. So the back of the deck, Orange Gold Dragon from Arcturus, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Ooh, my throat is acting up. It hasn't been great today anyway, but readings, usually when I get in the energies of them, it will either completely heal for like that span of time or really show itself, and it's really, really crackling. And it's bringing me back to that energy of research, but it could be that you're not in the flow yet, and so there could be some frustration around this. Or like something spiky. Something maybe you feel is in the way. Or it's like because you've yet to find like your groove, or you've yet to find the exact niche, or at all the area which you wish to explore, which you will be exploring this life. If you've yet to find it, I feel like it really hurts. Or there's something to do with like the energy of being distraught. And I'm getting an image now of someone who's like built a castle, like a Lego castle or something, and it being like another kid crashing it down. It's like something you had worked so hard on coming crumbling down. If some of you have recently lost something or something has been like destroyed one way or another, this could also just be you feeling guided to leave something. There's a message that it's leading you towards this, because like the start message for you is like so much divine intervention, divine flow. It's like you can't really help but find this, but that finding process may be painful if you're resisting the letting go of what used to be. Just know that there's something so specific for you, so specific, and I think it's like it quenches your soul. It like your thirst for knowledge, your thirst for like a pursuit, like a single pursuit, to always be getting to know more and like really wrapping your head around, that exists for you, something so specific to what you love. Yeah, okay. So opens you to higher knowledge, yet knowledge is something so like information, knowledge, research. I heard the word prioritizing. Carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. You could be, for some of you, in the field that is more the field where you'll find a truer purpose / desire. However, I don't feel like any of you are in complete flow with this, like, final, the really thing that you want. Even if you know what it is, there's something in the way. I'm getting one example of knowing exactly what you want to study. However, like, you haven't been granted a permission of some sorts to do it, or like you don't have the funds. There's something of like a thorn in your side. And I keep wanting to do your drawing. Not even sure what the drawing is about. But I'm not being called to yet. I think that's how you're feeling. It's like you want to get your pen to paper. You want to just do it. But you keep being guided not to. And that could be frustrating. But I think you're also being what's this word? Commemorated? Told well done for continually flowing with what life is handing you. Because I am not actually doing it. And I'm not really pushing to either. I think that you are being recognized as being very in alignment with yourself. It's like even when you don't understand why things are happening, you still flow with it. I don't see you getting too angry or too... Well, it's like if you feel those emotions, you feel... Okay, I'm not getting to say that part. This doesn't feel like a highly emotional pile. It completely could be. And if you are extremely emotional, I feel like you have it in check. Like you... I'm not even being told... there's a variety here, but the emotions aren't important for this, I feel. That could also be something that you're saying. That your emotions aren't important. That could have to do with this. So, let's get some extra cards. I want to use this character cards deck. I wanted to specifically note in your pile that this is a deck in progress. Even though I used to say that when there were just like 5 cards, but now there's like 20 or something. And I haven't said it recently. So there's something to do with recognizing where you're at. Recognizing, or it's almost like saying, you're saying you're further behind than you are. I'm gonna drink some water. But at the back we have a half-done Kana. Like, look at her eyes, there's no pupils yet. That's very interesting. And I actually don't know which pupils to draw for her. And I was between black and orange. So this could have to do with your reading. Or it does. Between black and orange. Okay, interesting. We've got some... She wants to come out. And another... There's like 4 cards that haven't been drawn yet. And you got 2 of them. I guess we'll put her. Also similar colorings, and yet I haven't done any apart from 2 colors for Himamori Luna. I guess Kana can go here too. Kana is a dragon too, so that could be significant, especially since we use dragons for you. Yes! Yes! Dragons are such surrounding intellect, or at least the kind that I'm thinking of now. So wise, so like Akashic records, like books, hoarders. You feel like you would be such a hoarder. Like, I would like to see your attic. Or your basement. Deduction. Mental deduction. And there's an excitement for it. Kana is a child, but I'm thinking, or at least what's coming through now is like she's a child, but she's also ancient. Luna also appears to be far younger than she is. Like I heard pleasant, very pleasant energy, but that's not the truth of it. And this could have to do with this research. It's like there's something that's pink on the outside, but it's like crystalline in the center. You're so to do with the root of something. It's heavy too. I just heard someone say like, yes, it is heavy. It's like I carry tombstones every day. Like there's something, for some of you, it's like literally heavy. Okay, what now? What do now? One moment. I just kind of fell onto pile 2. Behind me. As I was pulling my trousers up, so that could be significant. Let's use the bird deck. And then maybe the... Actually first, these. See, I keep doing... What are these called? Activation... No, sacred geometry cards. I feel like maybe the word activation is in it. In the deck name. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everything is like going in a weird order for you. And now I'm wondering if the light is on. There's a lot. There's a lot you're processing. Yeah, macabre. It's so here, there, and everywhere. And I think that there will be a time where you'll be in the center, and that is where you'll pull everything from. And it's like there'll be a honing in. However, right now you're like establishing these outside parts in order to get to the center triangle. And that is making me think of ancient Egypt again, which I've thought of a lot for your pile. Hieroglyphs, is that what they're called? I think hieroglyphs. A lot of you, this could also be, I can see the example of being an Akashic record reader of other people's books. I heard totems also. Like you read. There's something about reading here. Reading, knowing, discovering, writing. Holding knowledge, but like understanding the knowledge. It's like the knowledge is already there, or like the puzzle pieces are already there and you're learning about them. You're trying to understand them. The imprints of life. What do they mean? Yeah, you're like a translator or a... You're here to discern that which has already been created and yet not fully understood, or there are new perspectives that you'll bring in on that which has already been shown or known. Your perspective is very important here, but it's a perspective that doesn't feel personal to you. It's like your perspective, yes, because you're the one that's doing the research and understanding, but it's feeling more scientific, like there is a truth and there's a particular like centeredness that you're after. The justice card is coming to mind, of being very honorable, being very diplomatic. It's like you're not trying to find your truth, you're trying to find someone else's truth, or the truth of something else. It feels like, even though this could be something that is very helpful for others, I don't feel like that is your drive. I don't feel called to hone in on like how beloved this could be or how useful this could be. Like, it's not really to do with others, even though it could so be to do with others. Like, this could literally be reading the charts of someone else, like for others. but you don't do it for that. That doesn't feel anything to do with your purpose/desire. It's like, that's not where the passion is at for you. It feels like for you the passion is the understanding. You could resonate with having a lot of 8th house placements or 6th house. Yeah, 6. The number 6 is very prevalent for you. So 3rd eye chakra. I don't feel called to read that. Apart from the inner knowing, it's like inner knowing, but it's in a how do I describe this? The word describe, though, that's pointing out to me. Describe. Yeah, you're describing something, it feels like. It's like the painting has already been painted, and yet it hasn't been deciphered. Yeah, deciphering. I like that word too. And the letter D. The letter D. And yeah, this says, we'll read this one. The frequency of macabre supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experience into our present to serve our highest purpose. Yeah, even note how this isn't saying to serve the highest purpose of all or to others, it's our own. Yours feels very like Enneagram number 5 or like a Scorpio with that 8th house again. It's like you're very inwardly dedicated to your craft, very like fixated, and there's like a passion for obsession here. I feel like work. It feels like I don't know if it would probably come under that descriptive word for many people, the term work. It just feels like such a passion that it's kind of like a childhood dream energy. It's giving me a bit of the energy of like dinosaurs, like someone who loved fossils as a kid and then goes on to have like extensive knowledge on these. But we keep getting a lot about the Akashic records, and that first image that I had in the power selection was very otherworldly, so tapping into other worlds and then expressing them. Right, it could have to do with writing stories too. I feel like I said the word stories maybe, but maybe that was pile 2. I'm not sure. I'm being called to do some sound healing now. It's elsewhere. It's something about delving into elsewhere and bringing that back into more here. It's like you hold the mirror to others about something, but you don't really care how it's received. It's like the process is what you love. Yeah. Yeah, I bet pile 3 would not resonate with a lot of you from pile 1. If pile 3 does resonate for you, I feel like it's like a whole other part of you, as opposed to like one, as opposed to like pile 2, which I could see resonating for you, even though I haven't done these readings yet. It's like pile 2's energy feels like it could be encompassed within this lifestyle or within this energy. But if you resonate with pile 3, it's like, no, it's this energy and then it's on the side. It's like another. Yeah, so for some of you, there is a message of this is just one of them. One of your purposes, one of your desires for this lifetime. And I want to note that, I keep being told not to do that, not to say that part. It's like, it's fine to say, it's just about my perspective on what purpose is, because I don't really resonate with that term. But I'm not being told to hone in on that. So, you know, take what you desire to take from that word and from this reading. How you want to, what do you call that? Relate that? How you want to relate it with yourself? With the energies you experience? Okay, so we had Osprey and Seren. stars could be significant for some of you. Because Seren sounds like Seren, which in Welsh is star. There's a certain boldness here, but it's not like it really feels bold. It does in one way, but maybe not in all ways of that word. Also we have, is that coaltit or crested tit? And robin behind. Some of you have a very significant relationship with robins, and you're being asked, this is kind of like on the side of this, but there might be puzzle pieces within this to connect with that energy again. Okay. And Puffin at the back. Ooh, that gave me a new energy to usual. Puffin. It fits this energy so much. I'm trying to find a way to word it or understand it. It's like, yes, you can word it once you understand it, but the understanding is the primary part. And I feel like there's so much to do with that, like otherworldly records, otherworldly existences, in a very materialistic way, in a way that is easily categorized. Some of you could even resonate with like your purpose and or desire for this lifetime is to extend this consciousness that you have from existing in this realm to another realm, to like live your life through there. Not your whole life, but like to, I was seeing someone traveling astrally to like the Akashic Records or somewhere else, like a library feeling at least, and then categorizing things there, like you're literally a librarian, like sorting the books. And then like it's like something you go into with this. You go into it, you understand it, and it almost feels like another world. For some of you it literally is. For all of you it is, depending on how you define another world. But it's bringing me back to that 8th house energy again of like obsession. It's like you go so far deeply into this that it becomes your reality. You become so immersed within it. And it's like you do your own thing there. It's almost like you forget about this world or about this self or this life. Okay, welcome in again. Welcome in. Welcome me in again, because the camera just cut off. And my first reaction, this has so much to do with your reading, by the way. Where's that setting card gone? It suddenly disappeared. And that's literally it. It's like that setting being to do with the star energy. So the camera cut off and my immediate feeling was like, oh no, it was like devastation. And yet it felt so light, and it just felt so much like an energy I had tapped into at the start of yours, where that thorn in the side, that feeling of something not going right and being divinely led. It's like you've been cut off from one thing and you may have felt like you lost something huge, but it's so divinely led. It's so leading you to what you really want, to this true purpose, this true desire. I feel like that's all I have to say, but I'm gonna return. Where's that? I want to find that Seren card. Where's the animal deck? Not animal deck, bird deck in general. But I also want to note how I really feel like you're taking it in stride. Like you don't feel like you're getting too like bogged down, because you feel so trusting. Yeah, where did I put the Seren back? Interesting. Yeah, something that you had possibly dedicated yourself to for a long time is being changed. I don't even know if I'm gonna, aren't I? I don't know if I'll include all of what I have filmed for you already, so I guess you know, don't you? Let's put this bird deck back. And let's see what wants to come through now. Oh, but I'll finish what I was saying before And I didn't actually lose much footage. Footage, that's a funny word. Something to do with feet could be significant too, because it's also associated with that root energy. Like the ground, the lower. Quite dragon too. It's like lower realms, maybe. No. Okay. I feel a bit angry now. Oh yeah, so that feeling from still having everything I'd filmed at the start, it's like a feeling of such flow, such trust. It's like you know that you're not going back, or you so know that this is meant for you, this path. So what's the... I think you're just getting used to it. Like you're really admitting that that wasn't your path, or that was your path for a while but no longer. It's like you did lose something and you can see what you're gaining, or you know you will gain from this, but you still did lose that something. But it doesn't feel like a heavy burden or anything. I feel like it depends. I think for some of you it's really weighing down on you, almost like crushingly so. And others of you, I think this isn't like some of you and some of you. I think it's actually all of you feel both of these emotions. It's like you feel a lightness, a true knowing, a calling, a feeling like everything is working out, a finally feeling too, like finally my true desire. But also, let's get a card for that heavy energy. Okay, now we'll use the animal deck, which is the actual deck I had planned from the start for you. There's something so aligned with what you truly desire, what you truly aligned to be for this lifetime. There's something so meant for you that you so want. It's coming in now. I went to say it's coming in later in life, but it's now. This is the later in life. This feels very present for you. Naka naka e. Naka naka naka. Aita e shikish. Kanaka naka de shikana. Kangaroo. Be a force for good. Archangels Roquiel Garcisa? Garcisa and Sandalphon. Okay, so that was kind of about that energy. Yeah, more orange, red, and yellow. I want to express it. It's like I could be from this energy. I could have like let it get to me, but I didn't. And I feel like that's what your energy is. It's like you can't even see what you're gonna do yet. You haven't decided. Or you don't know how it will work out, but you know it will. It's like you don't quite know what is up yet, but you feel so optimistic. You feel so divinely led. I can't emphasize that enough. Shark at the bottom. Leader's a powerful, peaceful warrior. Yeah, because the senses, you sense it. You're the shark in the water. Or you recognize there are sharks in the water working for you. Oh yeah, so that thing that the sentence I believe I was in the middle of saying when this cut out was, I think I used the word light. Oh no, I was going to say that. So it was like you go down deep into this realm, you get immersed in it, and then when you come out, it's like what you then express is on a whole other plane. It's like you go in, understand it, do all the muddling about, and then when you come back, it's like you have a cleaner way of expressing it. It's like now you know everything, you just express it, you just formulate it into like digestible patterns, digestible portals. Yeah. That felt quite powerful. Okay, let's see what wants to come through in your drawing. Some of you might want to pause the video and let that sit with you, that last thing I said. Bats could be significant also. Yeah, I just heard Fan, which is a character in my creation. I think for a lot of you it could be like story writing, but it's like you go into there's so many different, but this is one example that wants to come through at least. Story writing where you go into the realm of this story and then you understand it, you create it there, and then when you come back, or you understand it, you experience it, and then you come back and then you write out what happened. Something along these lines. Yeah, so from one of my creations, there's a character called Fan, and he is a tree being. So there's so much to do with trees. Transmitters. Yeah, you're like a transmitter of knowledge. Because you get these sensations. This circle at the bottom feels like you. It's like, it's making me think that it's like a metal circle sphere. And like the way it vibrates, the way you vibrate, you understand the resonance of all the vibrations out in the specific area of your interest, and you allow it to come back to you, and the way you digest it enables you to then send a higher, a more formulated, like a more concise description of this which you experience. It's like you translate. You really are a translator of sorts. It's like you could hear a song and then write a story about that song, or you like feel a feeling and then you translate that feeling into a visual art piece. It's like such a translator of sorts. It's like you enable others to experience a particular energy, a particular realm through another modality. It's like those who don't have the senses you have, in a way, get to experience those senses, or that which you can sense with those senses, just through your explanation of them. It's also getting me like an example of someone who has no taste buds, and then someone describes how something tastes, and it's almost like they can taste it. Yeah. Yeah, and that is the drawing part done, because it's really drawing my attention to it being in the lower left corner. There could be a lot more significance to that if you know about that energy, or if you want to research that energy, lower left. Yeah, but it's like that essence of like going down deep is what you excel at, and then this like portal that you make like larger is what are those science tube things where you have like a tiny jar, and in order to get like a lot of something through it, you make the opening larger. That's what you do. It's like you direct people into this realm. Oh, that's such a cool way of explaining it. That's so cool. Yeah, you are the portal. You create portals for others to experience that which you can already experience. I don't want to quite word it that way though. That which you can already experience, because it feels like you intentionally go there and experience it, yes. But like that experience in and of itself almost feels like why you do it. But oh, that's really interesting. I want to get a card for each. I want to get a card for those two energies I'm seeing. Like why the experience of it, or something for the experience of it, and then the like why the expression of it maybe. Like this is so like show and tell. Like you go and feel and experience something and then you tell others about it. And magic and consciousness, because you want to bring light to magic. That's the why you're expressing it. Because you don't want to just be able to go into the dark, or go into magic. You want to also, like, this emergence energy is that of play, childlike. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. There's so much like non-expectation that comes from this. It's like you go in without knowing where you're going, why you're going, and what's going to come of it. So it's like you go into the movie theatre and you just see what the screen displays to you. You watch the story unfold. And then you understand this story. And yes, and then what was the sentence I was starting before? It was like, not only do you go into, I can't see, it's not formulating, so that's fine. 17 is the star card too. Okay, so consciousness and magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment and to move towards possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. It feels so clear, like bringing awareness to the magic of existence. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. It's this is really looking like webs too. Consciousness, the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multi-dimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in reality. Yeah, it's so much like the reason why you don't just go to this realm and experience it and stay there is because of this, like, Weaver Worlds, like this channel name. It's like you want to weave that into this world. I kind of want to get more on that. I don't understand it. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but why still? Awareness to the magic. Because you want to expand it too, I think. Yeah, it's not just about bringing light to it. It's about the further creation of it, the growth of it. It's like you witness the change. That's not quite clicking. Or it clicked for some, but not for everyone. Let's get an animal card. The whale card wanted to pop up, and hey, would you look at that? Dragon is at the back of the deck. Ah! Oh, dragons. Some of you might have to do some dragon research and leave us a good comment. I feel like anyone from this pile who would comment would leave such like a detailed comment. I heard the word apprehensive though. An apprehensive comment. Interesting. Woo! Maybe because of how like out there it would be. So bison abundance, sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom, keep me warm through the storms of life, fill my life with goodness, teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. This is kind of bringing me back not to what I was asking about, even though these colours do seem similar, which is kind of directing me back to that it is this, but yeah, because it's both. Cool. And loon intuitive at the back, and giraffe. Oh my goodness, giraffe and black bear. Yes, these all fit. I'll keep them above, but I was gonna say, but not in the screen player. What? Not in the player. Not in the video player. Okay. It's a bit of a mess, but that's fine. Okay. What I was gonna say about the bison was that it was bringing me back to that energy of like the storms of life. It feels like you are going through a storm in life with whatever that thorn was for you. It's like the destruction of that which you thought that was going to be created. Or the thing that makes it so you feel like you can't do this. But there's a something that's happened. Let's get some runes for you. And literally, this is like difficulty, coldness, harshness, and yet it is that of abundance. It is that of bringing light through. They know the light. They don't leave the light even in the dark. That's not complicated. Even in the dark, they're in the light. Then how are they in the dark? Okay, so we have Wunjo. A very, very happy rune. And it's about collaboration, I want to say. I don't think it actually is. It's more about like happy relationships, but I'm seeing collaboration here. And it's making me think of like moss. Which I'm thinking of like on a tree. However, it's the moss, and it kind of looks like that too. It's like the tree is made up of all this moss. It's like, yes, the tree of life, and you are focused on the moss that is on the tree, but the moss is what creates the tree in the first place. There would be no tree without the moss. And Jera, year. Timing, harvest, cycles. It could have been that you were waiting for collaboration, like a partner to work on this, to create this. Like maybe, yeah, because we have a split. We have it where there's this line and there's the sensor and then this part is different. So it could have been like if you're the one that goes into a realm and you wanted someone else to write it, or it's like you're the writer but you wanted someone else to draw. That kind of energy. Like, oh, that energy at the start also of like not having the funds or the permissions. But I was sensing an essence of like what you were focused on before was taken away. But it's not even that. It's like you were focused on the same thing still. Because I'm just thinking with this video being cut off, it's like actually I'm continuing in the same reading, even though that first part was I had destroyed. I don't know if I'm going to use that still. There's a lot of runes that I can feel like want to be held and taken, but I'm not feeling called to take. You know, I'm hearing yes, take this. Okay. Yeah, it's like you feel like you've been held back in some way, but I think it might have I feel like it was divinely guided to not take something, but now is the time to take it. Isa, yeah. Stagnancy, ice. And Jera is like the right time. I think it's to do, so Wunjo, I would look up maybe the rune, or if you already know about it. I feel like Wunjo is the primary, and then we getting like abundance. Yeah, more about abundance. Maybe you didn't have, it's like you didn't have something. It could have been inner abundance too. Well, obviously, but it's like that inner and outer abundance was reflected. And it took you a long time in order to reach this stage. I feel like you've now come into that abundance. That's what I'm going to say, because I was feeling such ease in you just following your way. And especially since this reading is coming up now, I wouldn't always read it like this, but yeah, creative energies. It feels like you're here. It's giving a lot of like coming from lack and now having gone on a journey that wasn't necessarily correlated to this in particular, but it has brought you to a state of inner abundance where and it's brought you to a state of inner abundance where you can now reflect this into the outside world. I want to say you're ready. You're ready. I'm hearing the words prove it. But it kind of felt like that was coming from you. Yeah, it's literally like Isa is nothing. It's stillness, frozen. Then Jera is waiting. It's like the year goes by, or the cycles go by. The harvest grows, the crops grow, and harvest becomes. And abundance is literally like time to harvest. It is the essence of abundance. Did I call it abundance then? Fehu. Intuitive makes me think so much of, and visionary and guardian. It's like you so trusted. It's like you intuitively knew where to move and you could see the path the whole time. You were really led and guided. You allowed yourself to be led and guided very much through this whole process. Yeah, through this whole process. I want to get a confirmation of where are you now? Ooh, it's an animal card. I'm hearing no, it's not. It's the other one. Rats. Maybe it is an animal card. Maybe it's rat. The animal rat could be significant. I think you're ready. You're ready to let something go. I heard dump for someone. If you were waiting for a partner, it feels like a long journey of because Wundrop, it keeps making me think of partnership. But it's like more giving me romance, or let's get confirmation on that. What is this Wundrop energy? It's like joy. Fertility. It's inspiration, I think, too. It's like, what is the Wundrop? It doesn't really want to give it, but it kind of does. Being home in yourself. Your own inner vitality. Okay, where are you now? That's what you were learning. That's the journey you've been on. Yeah, exactly. This is what it is. It's like this Wundrop energy where you currently are. It was created and equal sign, one and the same as the journey it took to get that, which was Isa, that stagnancy, then the Jara, which was the time passing, and the Fehu, which was the abundance. But I heard culling. Something had to die for this to be too. Something, a lot grew. You grew a lot, and you also killed just as much. Okay. So where are you now, or do you want to just give in? No. Okay. It is about where are you now. What is the present energy? But I was so like, yes, it's that, because this just feels exactly like the energy of the drawing of Wundrop being the experience, the essence, and then these three being that of the equal sign. The like 3 equals 1 plus 2, or 3 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1. Fox, 9-tailed crystalline shapeshifter. So numbers could be really significant for you, especially since I kind of used 2 numbers for number cards for you, which was different than the others, and the number 6 was like really poking out, as well as the number 17 came through, and we could see like 7 minus 1 is 6, which is an interesting way. I don't usually read numbers from minusing as opposed to plussing, but that feels like where you are now, where you're at now. It's just come off the culling. You've just released something, or you're literally in the process of, or you're like being guided to. It feels less like I want to say you're being guided to release something, because it feels like something that was more ripped from you. Like, yes, guided to, but in a very not really giving you a choice way. Okay, so shapeshifter, that's where you're at now. That just feels so much like the in-between. And doesn't that look like a tree? And transition at the back. Yeah, your shapeshift. But I love that the transition is the back and the primary card isn't the transition. It's not like the focus on death, but there's so much about the in-between. Because it feels like Fox is far more in their power. Transition feels more like the experience. Or I don't know why, I just really love that you got the Fox card. It's magician energy, but it's crystalline shapeshifter. It's so much like crystal energy. I'm not sure if I am going to find the energy of why, but let's try. It rhymed. Woohoo! Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Doesn't this just look like a tree again? I do draw lots of things that look like trees. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. I want to hold it higher. I heard, where are you now? You're seeing the truth. Yeah, it kind of feels like you were in a distortion for a long time, but that distortion was necessary to really understand the full spectrum of this, what you truly had. It's like understanding the core by going outside of the core and having like 3 vantage points around it. It's like those 3 individual vantage points are never going to be aligned with the core because you need all 3 of them in order to see the truth of the core. So yes, they weren't in alignment. Like yes, you were in the wrong place, but you chose to be in those wrong places in order to understand the right place. And so they weren't really wrong. Creator. You're in this state of like completed masterful understanding and therefore the ability to shift. Yeah, that's what this is about. Okay. And that's why I think that strong energy of the transition, it's like, it's not the transition, it's the shapeshifter, because it's not the experience, it's the one who can create that change. I think you're at like a pivotal moment in your life where you can choose, or you're being pushed to. I said like you can choose, but I don't see any of you not choosing it. It's just like a grand release in order for a grand creation. It feels like you're at this final, you're on the Fehu rune. Actually, it kind of feels like you're on 97% of each one of these runes. So like putting those 9% collectively back, completing the 9%, the final 9% in order to be at this Wunjo, which feels like I want to get extra. No, it's different for all of you. Okay, it's the joy of living. It's that inspiration. And that is very connected to, I feel like there's so much specifics with this pile. Yeah. Is that it? It's up to you to choose it now. Okay. Pile number 1, that has been your reading. I loved that. Okay. See you in another reading, or see you in another expression of life. Bye bye. Wow. Wow. I'm already starting to get into pile 2. Feels like something evil, but I love evil. Wahahaha. You're not a dragon, you're an animal. That's you, pile 1.5 I'm talking to. You're not a dragon, you're an animal. What are you doing here in the dragon pile then? You're an animal. That's kind of making me think like you're not a flight, you're a ground. If you've lost your footing, it's because you're not using your feeties. You're trying to fly when really you're a walker or a runner. Or a roller. I feel like there aren't enough creatures who just like roll around. Are there any creatures who just exist? Like that their form of transportation is rolling? That should so be like a strong thing, right? A strong one. Strongholds. Pile 2's is already flipped to Koro-sensei. I told you there's something evil about pile 2. For those of you who actually know who Koro-sensei is. But is he evil or is he not? We'll find out. Stay tuned till... Stay tuned. Ah, goodness. Pile 2 is gonna be making me laugh. I want to eat the chocolate bar. No, I can't open it. Ah, it's unopenable. Open off the off the openable. It feels like such a waste to not use more of this, but I shan't because it feels too potent of an energy that to use it for more. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, to use it for anything else feels like the energy of this would be seeping into it so strongly. And I don't want that. Oh no, I don't. There has to be like a primary audience of like Sag and Gemini and maybe a bit of Leo in pile 2's. Even though I recognize that I'm talking to pile 1's now, I feel like it's like those of you who are going to listen to pile 2's are mainly here. Like pile 1 and 2's. Aren't you multifaceted? Multifaceted. Fastened. What are you fastened to? Fasten. 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 I'm hearing no. I'm hearing no. Let's put you away. Let's put you down. Let's tell you how horrible you are. That's what I'm going to tell pile 2's. They're the worst of the bunch. They're the evildoers. The uggos. Is that a word? But first, we shall honour the wonderful pile 1's by lighting the incense completely. Do you like my candle? It has all the scuffed extras from the previous candle. So it looks a little messy. I like to view it like a volcano. I don't know why. And I said that like I always do that, but in this moment I meant... Oh yeah, I forgot that you can see this. I felt like I was about to just like start playing with the... I wanted to call it sawdust. Ash. Ah, that's the word. And I'm saying that as if I didn't realise that like yesterday or this morning. I think it was yesterday. When I filmed another video recently, I couldn't think of what the word for ash was. And then I remembered it. Look at me, all remember some. Actually, I need this out. Pile 2's energy is too fun that I just feel like a kid that's getting distracted by everything. Incense, that's why I need to look at Pile 2's stuff. Ooh. Ooh, 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 a monkey. What if monkeys come out to play for Pile 2's? What if it turns out I'm a monkey in Pile 2's jungle? Jungle of fun. I'm thinking of a childhood thing. What's that called? Like I feel like there was like a play area thing for kids that I went to once with my friend when we were like a little bit too old to be going to them, I think. But it was really fun. It's like an indoor play area. And I had never been to them, but for her it was like she always went to them, or she went to them loads as a child. It was like a thing. But I had never been before. So that could be interesting. I was trying to say that could be like significant for you, but instead it's like, no, it has no significance to the pile. It's just interesting to you. Ah, my goodness. I like Pile 2. Are you in view? Oh yeah, incense. A gift of nature. I should probably welcome Pile 2 in, because I feel like I'm saying, but I'm not in the act. I'm just in the energy. I'm not in the, like, let's give messages. I'm not in that yet. No animal extract. No animals allowed. Oh, I can't use the animal deck. Rats. I was gonna use it. I was gonna try and see if we could get the monkey card. Oh yeah, this is my first time opening this. May peace and love prevail in the world. The word prevail is so funny. It's like they're trying to find the peace and love. Like, may the peace and love win. Ah, I love the humor of other people's perspectives. I feel like that is Pile 2 in a nutshell. See, nuts. We really need monkeys. Monkey nuts. Monkey nuts are tasty. Oh goodness. Pure Om. Om, but you have to say it twice because it says it twice. Pure Om Om. Incense stick, natural flora extract, incense. Oh, more flora extract. More like flowers. Like there was this flower energy here. And the like, what's that called? Apple. And circles. Gifts, nature. I wasn't trying to say those things. Doesn't matter. 15 sticks and 15 GMS. My brain like was going too fast then that I had to like go back and think if I had said the right things. It's like two different parts of my brain were working. Yes. When packed into handmade Locta paper? Locta. Hey, look over there. Ah, ta. Like saying ta for the gift. Is ta like a very British thing to say? Ah, ta, like thanks. A gift of nature, or Welsh thing to say? Ta. I feel like, I don't know. No artificial intelligence or fragrance or no, that's made me think of something. No. Ah, there was something. I feel like I'm wanting to share more like personal things in this pile that I've not even begun yet. What is that from? I used to have it like a screen recording of that saved. I think it might be a HoloLive thing. No, maybe it's a German thing? No, it's an Only Plays thing. Chris O'Neill from Only Plays. He does good voices, good sounds, and I had a screen recording of that saved. like the bottom of the incense. Oh no, it fell in! The vibe suddenly got like darker or like something. I don't know. Let's have him be the, not the center, the side. The side of my heart. The side of my quill. The side of my quill. The insides of my will. The fruitfulness of my pill. The flesh of my kill. But no animals were allowed, so I don't know what I've killed. I'm trying to get it out. I love fire. Ah! Oh yeah, I just realized, like half realized that I was talking a lot in my head. It was like things that I could be saying to you, but I guess I wasn't. I guess it was in my head. And then the thing I was going to say loud, what was that? Like almost a third of it has, or maybe let's just say a quarter of it. No, I want to say almost a third of it has already been hashed it along. Smells interesting. Smells good. But different than I'd expected, but kind of hypnotic. Okay. I need to reposition. Yeah. I hope there are loads of really serious people in pile 2/1.5. Just hearing me make noises like or maybe it's like a group of babies. Only babies are listening. Okay. Let's put him away, put him down. There's so much about like putting down. Is your life purpose like making other people's lives miserable? What is your sense of humor, pile 2/1.5? Is that in view? Good enough. Yes, I have brought your stuff in. I feel like I'm missing something. I guess I could get the paper that I will be using to draw, probably. Wahaha. 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 Welcome in pile number 2. So, I have been in your energy for a while. I don't usually spend so much in between time between piles, but immediately, well, like very soon after putting away, like during putting away pile 1s, your energy came like flooding through. Like as soon as you got the opportunity, you were ready to go. And it's interesting. No, it's not. Okay, basically I feel like you are a real personality. So I was having so much fun in your energy. I think that you may not be feeling this presently, because when I got closer to actually being ready to record to begin your pile, actually I want to bring in this, when I got ready to be in the present energy of you more. It feels like you're not feeling life, but it feels like your natural essence and your purpose / desire for this lifetime, or however those words may like be slightly distorted in order to fit your view of how you perceive those words, purpose and desire. It feels like it's so to do with just enjoying yourself. I think you're someone who is very, very funny, very, very connected to their child, inner child, and you're meant to enjoy life. You're meant to, your purpose and your desire is to not be restricted, is so much, it's so much joking. Like, you just want to laugh through life. Okay, let's get some cards for you. And yet, it's like you have this seriousness to you too. There could also be something about, it's this darkness from this incense. It's like you have so much blackness, but you're the light. And you are the blackness too. It could be a lot about a dark sense of humor also. But it's like the majority isn't. I feel like because naturally you align, or you will align with so much like innocent kind of humor, like very childish, and yet it could take people by surprise when they find out that you're very in tune with your emotions, or with hidden realms, or with darkness, the unseen. And interesting that I'm already talking about others, so other people could have to do with your purpose and desire, or the perception that others have of you could relate to how you find more alignment with your purpose and desire. I want to say for you, true desire, your true desire. There's so much just like living as a light being. Eating that which you want, running where you want to go, saying what you want to say. Strength. But it's like, I'm noting that it kind of came out like this, but it so fluidly expressed itself in the upright. I think there's a lot for you about being able to transmute heavy energy so effortlessly, and maybe with a sense of humor. So it could be that you're in a very serious field, and yet the way you express yourself in this field, the way you maneuver through it, is with such playful energy that it's like that is how you do it. It's not just that you're I'm gonna say this, but I don't think it will fully align, so we'll get into the unalignment of it in a bit, but well, probably, but it's like it's not a separate energy that is humorous that you then like add on top of what you're doing. It's more like the humor itself is what enables you to transmute that lower energy. It's like the humor is the essence of what lights others up, or what draws attention to you, or what enables something. There's something that it's like your inner child is the purpose. And I think for you, your inner child isn't ever condensed. I keep getting a lot of, I heard the word dichotomous. I don't know if that's a word. A lot of opposite energies, not opposite, just different. I think there's a lot to you. There's like a heavy contrast. And we even see that with the strength card of like this mighty fierce lion, but also the like delicate tamer woman. Or I heard like something. It wasn't female. It wasn't feline either. Hey, and in the pile selection, I believe for your pile, I said there could be something to do with cats for you. And here we have a cat on the side and that feline energy, the lion. And what I'm being particularly drawn to with that is the in-between worlds. So it could be like your connection to play is what enables you to connect with other essences of play which are not of that of your surroundings. for example, having a similar vibration to fairies, for example, which we could see now as being very playful. This is just an example. That's what enables you to connect to fairies, and you connecting to fairies then does so much like other energy that's very different, like what that actually brings to others or brings to life. There's like so much expansion. Like I said in the pile selection, it was that you're not like directing energy, you're more so providing like a beacon of it. I don't think that your purpose or desire for this life is one thing. It's you. It's like this taming the beast energy, like transmuting that which is distorted, but not with like direction. So pile 1 was very like, they had a very specific thing, but for you it's so abstract, it's so effortless. Yours is so effortless. It's the nature of what you want to do in every moment that allows you to what? Let's get a card on that. Back of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. It's so much, there's so much seriousness here too. It's very interesting because it's so different to the energy I was in when I was first tapping into your pile, which was just complete play. If you are curious, go before this pile begins. Okay, we'll take them. I was considering not because it seemed like a lot. So we have 8 of Cups. I had like emotional dissatisfaction and thus walking away. 8 of Pentacles. 2 8s. Very powerful energy. Yeah, that's what I keep picking up on now. It's giving Emperor vibes too. Like you really have your place and you know what you're doing. No, okay, I think I'm seeing it more like actually that energy, that Emperor energy is more what you're in right now. That's the energy I'm channeling now. It's this seriousness, this you're very capable, you're very grounded, you see the truth, you see the actions to take. And yet I feel like your purpose all surrounds letting go of so much restriction, so much, because I feel like you've gained that. You've gained the ability to be restrictive, to be contemplative, to manage, to assert, like to direct. And now it's an energy that you're being called to, which is more of the truth of you, which feels like the Fool and Knight of Swords, which are very unthinking. And yet they it's not that they're unthinking, it's just that they move so quickly with that which they're thinking of. So Knight of Swords can have a bit of a bad rep, but I love Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords does not think before they act, or does not think before they speak. I'm being drawn to a phrase that I got told a lot in school by my year 2 teacher. Pen kin a pen. It means think before you, like pen in Welsh means head, but also pen like a normal pen in the English way of saying it. So it meant like think before you write. But Knight of Swords does not think before they speak. They're very fast. They like movement. I think you like movement and clean slate, freshness. It's like you never want to be tied down. I feel like that's the essence of your desire, your true desire in this life. I almost want to, I'm not going to use this for you because yours doesn't feel like it's to do with purpose, because your purpose is your desire. I'm being drawn to this apple, and also you could have strong North Node placements correlated to the asteroid Eros or Mars or possibly Jupiter or Mercury too. So many. It feels that that's so the essence of your true self. It's so many. So yeah, that I put that paper aside because yours feels like your true desire. That's your purpose, your desire, to follow your desire. Because what I feel like you've come from is a lot of seriousness, needing to work hard, needing to let go of a lot, needing to show up when maybe others didn't show up, or like find out how to show up because you weren't taught how to. You taught yourself a lot, it feels like. You know a lot, or you have a maturity to you, but it's a maturity that has been necessary in order to get to where you're at now, but now it feels like you're recognizing more of the lightheartedness that you are. Okay. Is that it for these? Yeah, going back to the Fool, which feels like more of the future. I feel like you've almost had it with creation, but I don't think it's really creation you've had it with. I think it's the maybe restriction around needing to create things in a certain way, or needing to create certain things. I think there's like such an energy of not wanting to be tied down. I don't think that your purpose surrounds like deliberately being in any one place or creating any one thing. There's so much around you expressing yourself in the way that feels most authentic in like each and every moment. Yeah, each and every moment, like always getting to decide where you want to go. Because I think if you were ever told that your path needed to be like a particular way, that would cause you so much like inner strife. I feel like your inner child thrives on freedom. And it's not like a freedom in order to find your true direction or your true career or true person or true like any one thing. It's not that. It's an always being able to choose where you want to go. Again, with the Fool being 0, it's like there is no path. There's always, like in every direction she can look, and that is the essence of the beginning. I said at the power selection of this light, it's like you are the light in the center, but it's surrounded by the blackness, surrounded by potential, by fertility. There's nothingness. I think you thrive on nothingness. Yeah, always being able to choose. And not only like have those desires. No, I can't say that part, but what I'm being drawn to now is it's the ability to say what you want to say also. I think there's a lot around communication, and I think there's so much wit here. But I'm being drawn to how this is Knight of Swords, not Page of Swords. It's not, it's like an unintelligent sort of expression or thinking. It's not making me think of like ingenuity of thought. It's making me think of like speaking for the sake of speaking. Like you want to speak because it's fun to speak. You want to, let's get an extra card for that. Okay, one of these. It's mindlessness. It's like mindless saying whatever's on your mind, but not with like any fixation on what you're saying. Like you could be saying incredible things, but the point isn't what you're saying, it's that you get to say it. And you don't have to wait in order to say it. You may have come from a lot of restriction, feeling like you needed to formulate everything that you wanted to say beforehand. I'm gonna hone in on this saying. I feel like this has a lot to do with your expression. Yeah, you may have felt like you needed to have the right thing to say. I think a lot of your love comes from you're just speaking, your humor, saying what you want to say in the moment. Rolling with it. It's like, I feel like as soon as you start speaking, you could just go on for hours. Okay, Himamori Luna. Yeah, her voice. This is a character, well, not a character. Well, I don't know if I call her a character or not, but she's. I wasn't going to mention, but now Cecilia, which is the only other member from where these two are from, which is Hololive. So there could be something to do with Hololive. They're like, what do you call those, online idols? I don't know if that's the right expression. VTubers, virtual YouTubers. So Luna, her voice is so significant, and Cecilia is also like so communicative. She just speaks, like, it's her wit that is being emphasized. Very funny. And Luna, which is the actual card that you got, she has such a distinct voice. So it's kind of like, it doesn't matter what she says, it's just pleasurable to hear her voice. Yeah, I used to listen to her, even though I couldn't understand a lot of what she was saying, her voice was so pleasing to me. Yeah, there's something so strong about your voice here. And I'm being drawn back to, on the incense, you have devotion. And your crystal here is being brought to my attention, but I'm not seeing why. Rapunzel tangled to do with the crystal. It's that expansive energy, I think, of letting go. Okay, let's get some more cards. I feel like I've got to a bit of a standstill. Maybe that's where you're at now. Like, you kind of hear all of this, but you're not really feeling it. Like, yeah, I get it, but how do I do that? Or, There's a feeling like you can't do it, or you'll be judged for it. What's holding you back? Let's get a card for that. This one. Flop. And interesting that I was trying to get it for what's holding you back to put in the past section, but it flopped out really wanting to be in the future. Asago. So Asago is one of the main characters in this creation of mine. This is a character deck, character cards. I love Asago, but he is misunderstood. And he too feels like he's very apprehensive at the start. Oh my goodness, Asago feels like he fits your energy so much. I'm so happy that he came out in your reading. That's the first time he's come out in a reading, I think. I feel like he may have like peeked himself once. Maybe at like the back of the deck. Oh my goodness, you've got Theleni at the back of the deck. She's one of my favorite characters in this creation. Very powerful. There's so much. I'm trying to think of another word to say other than power. Oh my goodness, you got 8 also. You got 888. And your number was 111. But 8, it's a very authoritative energy number. I'm also being drawn to the spider on this 8 of Pentacles, which, I mean, again, 8 energy. But it's a potency that spiders have. Especially this one, I want to say. Yeah, it's especially this one. It's like you, and I'm wanting to speak about you. So your life purpose for this lifetime, however you want to define that, life purpose or lifetime, or that true desire, is so much to do with yourself. Yourself. I think my voice did a bit of a for that part, because it was actually more like your self-expression. Yeah, so especially this one for you, because there's something where there's like an especially to do with you. It's like you're a breed, yes, but especially this. There's something like, I think you have a desire to be more hidden. You know what it is, maybe? It could also be that you feel the need to be expressive with those who wouldn't understand you, or those who have misinterpreted you, or I'm seeing many energies that are of not supportive energy, not of support. I feel like you have been put down for the way you speak or how much you want to speak. 8 is such an abundant energy, and with that being where you come from, oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, 8 being so abundant, so potent, like this black energy. And then, yeah, very feminine, receiving, knowing, all-encompassing, understanding. And then the future more, which is what I'm feeling is more to do with the desire, true desire of this lifetime for you, is so much more masculine. It's so more clear. It's white. It's pure. It's open. It's empty as opposed to full. Oh, I love that. I love that so much, because I feel like for a lot of people, their guidance, their movement forwards would be towards fullness, but it's like you've already curated fullness and you're going to emptiness. It's like you want to live for the sake of living, not for the sake of anything during that living. Earlier I was getting a lot of example, I was getting like a strong desire to go to a theme park, and I felt like that could have to do with one of the piles, and it so fits your pile to do with this like Eros energy of desire, of non-thinking, of Jupiter, of... I don't want to say any of those though, it's maybe more just Mercury. It's this energy of play, going where the wind takes you. And wind, that energy of wind is to do with communication, expression. But it's speedy communication. You might think so fast that you find it hard to express all of that. There's just something to do with like something you see as a difficulty within your speech is actually what you love. It's something to embrace. Because like Luna and Asagor, they're both characters who make me think, or personalities, the two beings who make me think that others have like made fun of their voice or their speaking, and because of that they shut down. But then when they find those who value or allow them to speak in the way that's authentic for them, they like that becomes the thing that they're most loved for. And I like take that half like half as true. It's not necessarily that I feel like you're seeking that which you're most loved for. It's just you are loved for this, or this is something that lights you up. Yeah, this is something that lights you up. I'm going to just check the camera to see if it's still rolling down the hill. Numbers 111, 41. 111. It's such a clean energy. And the number 3, which 111 equates to, can speak of expression. I want to say you're very creative in your expression too. You may not always see it that way, but I feel like your mind can just roll. It can see things that other people really can't, because I'm seeing these birds very, very, very high up. I feel like you're very connected to like spiritual energy, I'll say. higher energy. And maybe that is what makes it harder for you to speak, or these are things that you are passionate about speaking on, but you don't feel you have that crowd or that person or those people to speak about those with. And I want to get guidance on you for that now. Let's use these animal cards. Because my gut was saying maybe you feel so closed off because you've been around the wrong people, and the right people will support this, essentially. Like a simple message of that. Oh yeah, that theme park thing. I'm not sure if I finished saying that. I just felt like that energy of playing, like going to a theme park seems like something that is pleasure for the fun, it's for the fun of it. It's pure pleasure for in the moment. It's like you don't really gain anything from it. And we can see that with this Eight of Pentacles and the seriousness that comes from like letting go, this Eight of Cups too, which is the letting go of that which you have long held in your heart, that you have had a lot of emotional connection to. The dedication it takes in order to let go of something so big as that. I had so foundational as that. It's like you clearly are very devoted individual. I can't think of other words. You know how to, or you are willing to, because some people know how to, but they're not willing to put in the effort to get to, like, to do the work that you do. And I think this is emotional work and physical work. Practical? Spiritual and practical. I want to say you've done a lot of healing and inner steadying. And maybe you have come from like needing to steady a lot of your expression, or your maybe like the untamed parts of you have steadied, you have tamed. And yet now it's time to untame them again, or to let them run free. Because now it's a freedom that isn't from fear and from, like, it's not lashing out, it's exploring. Okay, so what's some guidance surrounding aligning with this true purpose of yours? Eagle Mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Eagle energy feels so much like the number 8 too. Okay, so I'm putting this on the left intuitively, and that's making me think a strong guidance for you is recognizing all that you have already curated. Recognizing your mastery in all those areas that we were just touching on. I feel like it's so specific, but for all of you, the specific areas, but I think it has a lot to do with your spirituality. Or your dedication. I want to say for a lot of you, to your inner work. I heard your inner collaboration with spirit. Okay. It's recognizing like the completion of that. At least to the degree where it's not something you need to keep going around in circles with. There's a level of maturity that you have, I heard assessed, but I was going to say gained, come to. I feel like you were really made to watch what you say, or to really restrict yourself. And again, it's like maybe that was really needed for part of your journey in order to realign with love. But it's like you've come to that now. You're in a more stable space within yourself. That letting that joyful, carefree part of you out is what you're being called into. And I want to get more cards on this now, because this isn't going to be guidance so much as it is, I feel, like a reflection. Yeah, good luck. This is Jupiter energy. Ladybug, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colourful you. You bless the world with colour and good luck. Yes, exactly. Let's read Ladybug. Where do we put her? And this paper, I don't know if I said, I shall draw on it and see if we get some more energies from that in a bit. But for now... Oh! Asagor is also someone who seems like... Well, I want to say at the start, he doesn't talk a lot. But as we go on and as he's comfortable with his new group, let's say. I don't really like calling them a group. With his soul family. Then he's like the wittiest. But it's like maybe the sharpest tongue. So with that Knight of Swords too, you could really have a sharp tongue, and that made me hear like shark, like biting, and stung, like you sting. It's like the words you say can really sting. I feel like you've hurt a lot of people with your sense of humor, but it's also your sense of alignment with the truth. It's like you may just speak truth, it may just like come out of your mouth, and it's like some people can see that in a painful way, and maybe that is why you took a lot more like inner journeying to hone in, like to quiet that voice. Maybe it was coming more from judgmentalness as opposed to acceptance, as opposed to like pure expression, and you've now come to a state where you... Okay, let's get a card, an extra card for that from here. What is it about? Is it... Oh, I guess we can just read that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not about like dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. I paused so long there because I think there's such an emphasis on that great joy. And what I was going to say was, it's like, yes, dynamic, because it's not about you restricting what you say, or it's like not about you having... Okay, I can't see this. What am I trying to say? It's the essence of like, don't dim yourself, because your ability to express in the way that is authentic to you is simply authentic. It doesn't need to be good or bad. It doesn't need to be me saying... I don't need to be saying like, it's so valued by so many. Even if that's true, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's valued by many or not. It doesn't even matter if it's... I was gonna say, it doesn't even matter if it's valued by you or not. It just is. It just exists. And I think that's what this message was, of like... I think it's also of acceptance. There's so much about like darkness that you have come to feel within yourself and accept within yourself. One of the first things I said about your energy in the pile 1.5, when I was like laughing and having fun in your energy, one of the first things I said, what was it? I've lost it already. Oh yeah, read these. Yeah, power. Literally the word power for that 888. And I'm going to say 4 8s because my eagle feels like such a number 8 too. Yeah, I feel like the message... Where's my book? Is very strongly that the potency, the sharpness of your tongue is is something that is allowed. You can allow that to be. And I don't even want to say like it is allowed, it is okay, it is loved, it is valued. I want to more just pose the question, what do you think about it now? Because you have grown so much that you have a new perspective on this. So what is it now? Do you want to be inviting of this? Oh, that's what it was. The very first thing that, or one of the first things that I got from your energy was, oh, pile 2, like, is evil. And then I had cut the character deck, wherever that's gone. Oh yeah, here. Cut the character deck to there, right underneath, nice. To Koro Sensei, who is very evil too. But there's like a philosophical questioning of like, is it evil or not? And it's like, yes, it very much is evil. It's clearly evil, but it also completely isn't. So there's an essence of finding every perspective of your one expression, your one style of expression, your biting tongue, your ability to just communicate the truth unwieldingly. What's that word? With harshness, it's not harshness, but other people can perceive it as harshness. Other people will perceive you in whichever way they want to perceive you, and in whichever way they do perceive you. But do you want to hold back because of that, or do you want to... Okay, here's what it is. I think it's that you have now come to a state of understanding that your expression, no matter who it hurts, is loving. And that your intention isn't to hurt, it is simply to express. Okay, yeah. I feel like that's your reading. That's the main message. I was trying to find Knight of Wands then. And in doing that, I found Ladybug. So, yeah, look at your communication, what you want to say, and that is what brings you happiness, this good luck. That is what brings you that brightness. That is what allows you to let go of worry and be happy here and now and feel good. Talking, making jokes. I want to get like one confirmation on that. Like what kind... No, let's get a character card. I feel like I'll be able to understand that better. It's Asuko, it's right there. And Theleni too. They're both like a dark humor, or it's not, I guess dark. I guess it depends on people's perceptions of the word or of darkness. Like it's a bit evil. They have a biting tongue, a biting expression. They say things as they see them. And sometimes that is quite mean. But they also can be surrounded by... I'm being drawn to the right people, the ones that they're surrounded by can take it, or like they don't take it personally. Like they can bite back, or they don't feel like they have like indestructible skin, like they have a metal body, so the knife doesn't cut them. Dora, yes, you there's so much about like wise play. Dora is a grandpa, and he has an aura of like knowing a lot more than he leads on to, or being wiser than he appears to be. But his whole energy is just like he's an old man who is like extremely energetic and just so playful, so free, so adventurous. He's like a child himself. Your purpose and true desire is all about living in the moment. Okay, luck, life cycle, good omen, joy, delicate, beauty, harmless, faith, change, release, renewal. The arrival of a ladybug is often, or is always, okay, that's interesting I said often. The arrival of a ladybug is always an omen of good luck. The person with the ladybug totem is usually a lively and colourful companion. You are a bringer of joy. You are trustworthy, easygoing, and happy. I wonder if you've been presented to be someone untrustworthy because of your expression? And maybe that is what makes you hold yourself back? But I say no longer. It's understanding where that untrustworthiness really comes from, and is it a lack of understanding on other people's part? Like, is it true to you? Do you feel that you are untrustworthy? If you do, why? And I feel like a lot of you will come to the understanding that it's like your power is within the truth, and the truth isn't always, for one, the truth isn't always like one fold. It's perspective, it's subjective, and so other people take what you say in the way that is their own subjectivity to that one truth, or to that subjective truth. This is getting confusing. There's too many like objectivities and subjectivities in different lanes. I feel like your message is to abort the plan of morality because of perspective. Because alignment with yourself is alignment with love, and that isn't always going to be everyone else's alignments. But it always is alignment with love. It doesn't mean that you're expressing not love. It just means that because of where they are around the circle of infinity, of expression, of experience, of life, of source, they will experience what you experience from a different place. So your truth that is loving, I don't even want to say it like that because I feel like, but it is loving. It's just, it's not presented in a very loving, like appearing, like it's not a conventional type of love. That's what it is, because it's harsh. It's kind of cruel maybe. But it's brightness, it's happiness. It's your happiness. Yes. And thus that is the happiness of all. Not necessarily on the outside, but yes, on the inside. I feel like there's like one more angle that I could just really get to the core in a very nice sentence. I can't see it yet, so let's keep on reading. You are a bringer of joy. You are trustworthy, easygoing, and happy. Ladybug people, yes! It's because you are so carefree. I think it's your carefreeness that has hurt people in the past. But there's an invitation to recognize if it was really you hurting them, or if it was their pasts hurting them through a mirror of you. It was never you, it was always them. I was good with that until I said the last part. It was never you, it was always them. That fits, but there's also like again, this is what it is. This is the energy of there's always going to be another perspective, and it's never going to completely be in alignment with every single one, because that's the essence of like experience. That's the essence of being outside of objectivity, which is to say source. It is that there is always new perspective. There's never full alignment with self if that self isn't everything. And so we're always experiencing non-alignment. Depending on how you want to experience that expression of alignment, like what is alignment. What is being one with yourself? What is the self? Because when we're outside of the self that is everything, there's always going to be a non-self. It's always alignment with the non-self. It's always the alignment with distortion. There's like closeness, like how close to source you can get, how close to the one truth can you get, but it's always going to be, it's never going to be the truth. Because the truth is just nothing. It's just everything. In order to experience, we become distorted. And so this is just like a reaffirmation for you that everything is distorted, so what type of distorted do you want to be? But in that, there's also just the opposite perspective of nothing is distorted, so what type of pure love and pure undistortedness, pure clarity, pure everythingness do you want to be? And this is a reading on what do you want to be? How do you want to live? What is this lifetime's alignment for you? And there's so much again around that, because like, what even is that message? What even is that intention? Because what is alignment? What is purpose? What is desire? And I feel like I could keep talking about this and keep giving new perspectives, and I feel like that's you. And I really want to note how, like, I feel very passionate in my speech right now, but I also want to note how in the start of your reading, not before the reading, because pile 1.5, when I was in your first energy, I was speaking a lot, but it was playful. It was very different to now, which is like with passion. But the start of pile 2, I felt like my speaking was very slow, very more intentional. And there were like times where it was very hard, or I felt like I was struggling. But I just want to note how it feels like the more into who you are, you get, which is to say that distorted self of the universe, or the universe is to all that is. The more you get into that, the more passionate you get, the more you want to flow, the more you want to say. And I don't even know why I'm saying this. Like, what was the point of this? Is there a point? And that's kind of the essence of your purpose, I feel, for this lifetime, is to experience a strong alignment with non-alignment, to experience a strong, but it's not like non-alignment as a whole, it's like it's the full, it's the expression of I can do anything. Yeah, I can say anything. But that was the first time I feel like I was like, I've said saying too much now. But maybe that's how you feel, like you feel like you've said too much, or maybe that just wasn't in alignment. It doesn't really matter. That's what this lifetime, I think, is. Because I think you've come from so much, like, everything matters. Everything matters. That I think it really shows the experience that you want to be mastering, because it's that opposite end of the spectrum. Like, you've come from strongly here, now you're swinging to the other side to find what the center is. So this other side that you're being drawn into, which is like the North Node and South Node, the North Node for you is, which is to say desire for this lifetime, the North Node for you is the opposite of, what was I saying? Seriousness? Was it? I had such the word, I think I said it like 5 times already anyway. It's just lightness. And being able to say it again if you want to. It's like, it came out wrong the first time, so I just said it again. It's like, you can never speak too much in this lifetime. You can never say too much. It's like you are so caring, so there's so many words coming to mind right now, but also not many. You were so particular in the past. You could be like Virgo South Node, and then Pisces North Node. But I'm also getting strong like Aries North Node. Auto at Taurus because of the like pleasure. But no, Sag North Node. This just feels so much like Sagittarian energy. Sag North Node. So Gemini South Node. I mean, Gemini, lots of speed. Nah, okay. Or Scorpio South Node. And Taurus. No. I feel like I'll end up going around the full spectrum. Oh! You could so have my North Node and South Node. My South Node is in Virgo and North Node in Aries. And I know some people will try and correct me on that because generally it's Libra and Aries, but I use the sky. I don't use normal. Oh well, what is normal? Okay, that's interesting. I just had the reaction in your energy of I hate that I said that. So that could be something you experience a lot, like regret from things you say. But that's coming from that past energy of like you hold on to what you say, or you hold on to other people holding on to what you say. And this is calling you to the energy of letting everything just float by. Everything in each moment is renewed. You're a new you in every single second. I love that analogy of the mirror from earlier, of like it was never them really being triggered by you. It was them being triggered by the mirror you held up to their own self, their own past. And that analogy of you holding up a mirror, I love that because it's so clean and it bounces everything right back. Everyone will take what they want to take from what you say. And have that be a mirror for them. And a lot of the time, it's going to be a mirror of joy, of happiness. Not all the time. It's Knight of Swords. It's very biting. It's very clear cut. And some people don't like clear cut, and that's fine. But some people like me love clear cut. Well, I guess it depends on the energy. Nah, I always like clear cut. It's like even when I am triggered by it, I like that I'm triggered by it. Or it's even if I don't like it, it gives an opportunity for self-reflection, I guess. It's like it's never on the other person. It's just like, how am I taking that? And I feel like it's not even calling you to have that approach. It's calling you to see that other people could have that approach. It's like taking a weight off your shoulders. That's what I want to do in this reading, because that brings you to your purpose, which is to not have a purpose. It's to not be so heavily relied upon, or to not be so... It's like you can be so relied upon, but it's not in the same way. And I don't want to say any of those words, actually. Like, the essence kind of fit, and I feel like some of you will flow with that, but if not, just let it go. But that's the whole thing again, reiterating. Just let it go. If words come out and they don't then continue to come out, then let it go. Start a new sentence. I keep being drawn back to that theme park. I feel like it's probably just such a good... It's like invigorating. Yes, it's invigorating. Okay, let's keep reading. Yes, oh my goodness, yes. Okay, where was I actually before getting carried away? Get carried away, though. I love getting carried away. That's kind of the essence of a roller coaster, right? Being carried away. A wave, like a wave, because the roller coasters go up and down like a wave. I mean, I guess some. I've barely been on roller coasters. Ladybug people remind others to let things flow at a natural pace. I can't get off the image now. I can't read this until I say this. I'm getting the image of like the only roller coaster that I've ridden, and it wasn't like a roller coaster. It was not a strong guy. But it's reminding me of a bullet like the bullet in Mario Kart. So that could have significance. It's like it was slow, but it actually got me places. Or it's like that was the pivotal one for me. And even though it seems like that is the fastest one, it is appearing as very slow, or it is actually slow, but it actually is really powerful. Okay, take what you want from that. Ladybug people remind others to let things flow at a natural pace. Ladybug urges you to leave your worries behind and know that in due time your dreams will come true. Ladybug medicine asks you to be true to yourself and teaches you that you can never be happy living someone else's idea of life. That's the part I read that was like, yes. And I was like, I should go back to the start first. And that goes with the energy of like what this was just saying, and that movement of, I don't know what moved in my room, but something moved, of like going back to the start of like that bullet energy of like, actually it's slow, but it's actually the fastest way there. It's like you had to do a lot to get to where you're currently at. It's like not saying that where you've come from and where you're going is the same, but it is the same. It's like, yes, you're getting to this idea of like being not caring about others, it seems to be. Like you may have come from not caring what other people thought, and so you ended up hurting a lot of people perhaps, or I don't even want to hone in on that part. It's just you didn't care what people thought, and then you did a lot of growth, and then you came to a space of a lot of compassion and a lot of really minding what you say. But then you're being drawn back again to that energy of not caring. But it's like you're not caring from a space of like peaceful, like dedicated caring, but it's caring in a new way. It's a new expression. It's that spiral of life of, yes, you're going back to not caring and to being carefree, but it's not in a way where you lose everything that you've already gained from the journey. And that journey was always a journey that was a part of that purpose, that was a part of what you desired to experience in this lifetime, or what led you to what you continue to desire to experience in this lifetime. It was all a part of the journey. Yes. Doopa-doopa-doo. Yeah, I guess I'll read that part again. Ladybug medicine asks you to be true to yourself and teaches you that you can never be happy living someone else's idea of life. The name Ladybug came from its association with the Virgin Mary, Lady of Heaven. Ladybugs have been tied to spiritual devotion. Okay, that's so much. Like, 2 of these are to do with spiritual devotion. I feel like I haven't really honed in on that. Peace and devotion. Like, Om is your literal incense stick. Character? What do you call that? The character of life, the character of your reading is Om. Yeah, it's like the center of everything. Isness. Yeah, I feel like I haven't honed in on that, but I feel like that's what you've come to. It's like you've come to that Om, that peace, that full, but it's in a new kind of full. It's more like the world. And it's like a combination, it's like between the world and the full. Which is to say between the end and the beginning. It's like the energy of, it's like the full, like you're the full, the beginning, the 0 point. But I guess it is the full, not the magician, which is card 1. So it's like you're at that space of nothingness where you can go in any direction. You've come to so much understanding of all that is, that you feel like you're in full alignment, and it's like now you get to go back to non-alignment. Yeah, that's what all of that about the alignment and non-alignment was, I think, because you came from non-alignment, you went back and you found alignment, and now you're going back to non-alignment. But it's not non-alignment that is not alignment, it's just understanding what true alignment is. And so it's like you carry that I was trying to say you carry that alignment throughout the non-alignment. And so it's like, is it really non-alignment or not? That kind of thing. But then my spiritual tongue said you carry that non-alignment through. Because it is that, it's like you never played out the wrong path. It's just the path that got you to another wrong path. They got you to the next right path. Two rights make a wrong. There's so much like deceptive energy. I feel like you love to deceive, and I love that. It's like one of my favorite energies. It's evil. I can't get off that. Maybe I need to say like evil again, subjectively. Some people see it as evil, some people see it as beauty, as love, as joy, child freedom. It's giving me, I'm being brought to comparing that of storytelling and that of telling a lie. It's like, what's the difference? Hehe, I love that. I'll leave you with that. Well, won't leave you leave you yet. Letting, that could be significant. Or maybe it was just from Ladybug. Ladybugs have often been tied to spiritual devotion, and those with this totem do well with daily meditation and prayer. Ladybugs have a short life cycle and reproduce many times each season. This links them to energies of renewal and abundance. If Ladybug wanders into your life, know that good luck and cheerful happiness are just around the corner. Contrary is, don't let worry ruin your happiness. Life is short, seize the day, or many days. Do not despair. Joy is everywhere. Don't let others dim your colours. I really slowed down at those parts, so they could be significant. Or you may want to come back to them. Okay, I think that's it for your reading, pile 2. That was a very fun one. It went in many directions, many energies, I want to say. Very playful, then very serious, then very passionate, and then kind of a bit back into that playfulness again. It was, I want to say, maybe like, then it went to like a combo of passion and playful. Now my voice is going all crackly. Oh yeah, and I feel like it's surprising how clear my throat has felt throughout this pile. Or maybe at the start it wasn't, but now it is. I don't know. Yeah, that's your reading, so bye bye. See ya. See ya never. Or see ya sometime. Why do I want to like invite you to subscribe? Because I don't do that. But for your pile I want to say like, comment and subscribe. It's because of the evil energy you have. Because it's evil to say that. My mind wants to say something more, but I literally don't have anything coming to my mind, but it feels like there's something to say there. Or maybe it's just that a lot of you are thinking something now. So it's like I'm picking up that there are thoughts, but they're not mine, so I'm not like receiving them. But sometimes I receive other people's thoughts. Not now. What's that phrasing? See, it's like after the reading. Now I'm way more back in playfulness. Oh my goodness, I didn't do a drawing for you. Oh, we're gonna do pile 2.5. Let's draw the heck out of this. Actually, heard out of him. Blue. Let's use the color blue. Oh, for throat chakra and for... I actually saw something else before I saw throat chakra. I can't remember what it was though. For fluidity. Gotcha, go. Gangity gibby. Janga chonka chonka jinkity. Yeah, my feeling right now is like I'm doing anything, and it's like a thinking that this is not going to mean anything. And that's what I want to say with your communication too. It's like, you'll be surprised what comes when you just let it go and allow yourself to do what feels good. Goodness. What is goodness? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, fobble doggle. Oh, gambagingy. Oh, blinky blongy. Oh, squinky squinky. Chaka chaka chay. Number no. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love that. That feels powerful. Jang jang. Jing jing. Jang 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 jo. This is the eternal fire of youth. I feel like someone... So sometimes when I say someone, it feels like a lot of people, but this time it felt like just like 2 people maybe had a really good joke or said something really funny when I said that. Or like gave a retort. It wasn't like even necessarily like spidery, like energized humor, but it was funny. I feel like I would have, or at least I want to say this. I feel like I would have been like on the floor laughing if you'd said it. Or I guess if I'd heard it, because someone may have said it, but I just didn't hear it. Ugh, you didn't speak loud enough. Whatever are we to do? Goodness gam gwingly. Fungo fang fingfully. I also love that. Oh, by the way, I thought of a cauldron when I'm drawing this part. That's what I was actually gonna say. I was gonna say before. I'm finding it also interesting that I'm not even like I'm not reading this. I'm just drawing. Like there were intentional messages that came from pile 1s. Oh, I loved that. For those of you maybe just listening, I was doing funny things with my hand. So, what was I saying? Yeah, it's funny that I'm just drawing and I'm not feeling like I'm actually reading it. I'm just doing what I want to do. Which is more of a reading than you could ever hope for. Okay. Nice. Click. Stay. Oh no. Oh no. Any falls, any goes, any blows. Some of you would be such good commentators, I think, because I feel that. Yeah, I'm not going to explain more. I'm just going to say that. And he shoots. He's close. Let's roll this up now. Yes, I was saying, I think it was in your energy, but like before you were reading pile 1.5. I was saying there should be an animal that just rolls everywhere. You know, like instead of flying or running, it's like they just roll. And now I'm rolling this here. So maybe you will be the one who is the creature who rolls everywhere. That would be cool. Maybe you are the creature who rolls everywhere. Why am I speaking like this is a future thing? This could be a present thing, or a past thing even. Or maybe a past thing that is now being reinvented into the future. Or maybe you're inventing this creature. It's many things. I could use it as a straw. Or a telescope. What's that called? Not a telescope. The thing... I went to say Johnny Knoxville says. No, I meant... Captain Jack Sparrow. What are they called? Not telescopes. Sometimes when I'm doing readings... Yeah, I'm doing a reading, by the way. This is totally a reading. But it is. Oh, but it is. It's... my brain went. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Sometimes my brain just goes and I can't remember the most normal things. Sometimes I'm like that anyway, but I feel like it gets extremely accentuated. It gets more. It gets more during readings. Because my crown is going like, wee, opening up. I didn't say any, I didn't say much about 111. I did say about that energy of 3 and creativity. But I didn't mention that that rhymes. Okay, let's put your stuff away now. Love, yeah, apple. And that Eros energy, again, I know I like touched on that. But the energy of pleasure, of following, like your desire is just to follow your desire. And I know I said this too, but it wants to be repeated, like, in the moment. Like, the ability to just go after what you want at a second's notice. A second's glance. Okay, put him away. Roll off into the... I heard the funeral. Roll off into the stars, into the galactic squad. The galactic squad of 7. I said 7, but I saw 5. But I didn't try and say 5. Like, sometimes I see the color red and I say blue, but I was trying to say red. But that time it was like, no. I meant to say 7, but I also saw 5. Okay, I wonder what pile 3 will be. Should I do pile 3 now? I might do pile 3 another day. Let's heat my hands on these. On this candle. I thought the wax would be more deliberate by now. More, maybe undeliberate actually. Because the wax in the center is like the sea of hope. The source, the everything, the Pisces, and then the outside is more like the Virgo, the particulars, the part that isn't immersed in everything. It's like it has more of its own thing. I feel like you are a perfect combo of them, because I think I spoke so much about you being called to be the spikies, the Virgo on the outside. I also said you came from the Virgo, but that was like the analytical part of Virgo. It's just the weird way I'm talking about it now is more like the like particular, yeah, we'll say that, the outside part of the wax. But what I feel was that message of bringing through the past into the present. It's like you never let go of that. Is that essence of, you don't let go of the connection to infinity, the connection to peace and love and source and everythingness, or whatever sort of enlightenment energy you have attained, or level of like honing your craft, whatever that craft may be, that you've come to. It's like you keep that. You just also keep the rest, or you have the other. It's like you created the self and now you get the other, or you created the other and now you get the self. And you don't lose the other one, you just gain the extra one. Okay, that's the extra message, personal perspective, or more like impersonal perspective. It's personal. For you, pile number 2.5. Wow, it smells so good. Yeah, smelling things. Venus energy, you guys energy. A gift of nature. Oh yeah, that circle. Oh, that egg energy. That brings me to pile 3. So I must be doing pile 3 right now. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, you're the plant. Why do I not want to? It's an interesting energy. Maybe there's just pile 2s here. 2.5s who just want to keep speaking. It's like they don't want it to be pile 3's turn. So let's get a card from here. Pile 2.5. I wonder what time it's on, but I don't want to stand up. My belly kind of hurts. Belly, belly, belly. There could be something that you're realizing the truth of. Okay, this is why. There's still messages here for you. There's something that you're realizing the truth of that you thought it was because you were... or it's like revealing the truth of it allows you to feel at ease, not because of... not that it will actually change anything, but the truth allows you to understand why it is or why it happened, and that it was less in your control, or it was less about you or more about the experience, or there's something of an it is what it is, or it was what it was, or it is what it was. I didn't fully word that perfectly. Or maybe I did. Ah! Yes, because it's like my personal perspective of perfect isn't what is perfect for the reading. So even if I can see a message and I can see that I'm not saying it clearly, or I'm not explaining it in the way that would get it out perfectly, I can see, or there's this understanding also that what comes through is what comes through in order to be in highest, most truthful alignment for what you are wanting to hear. Wanting to, not being from the ego, but from soul, or from love. And so the way that you fully integrate that which is the truth for you isn't always going to be the most consciously truthful. It's not always going to be the most directly truthful. There's something for you about understanding this with other people too, I feel. Yeah. That your truth, it won't always be fully understood by others. And that doesn't mean that you're not understanding that truth yourself. It just simply means that what is in most alignment for them to understand in that moment might not be the full truth. It might be a half truth that leads them to that full truth in their own journey, their own way. It's like a further understanding of that energy that we're all out of alignment, and that's a choice, and that is an experience that is out of alignment and can be more in alignment in one way, but also in no way. Andromeda. Yeah, Andromeda makes me think of, yes, very childlike, very explorative, freedom, very freedom oriented. And there's an essence of like directness with this, where you can bring that energy of the 8, that power that you have. I heard that struggle, the ability to endure struggle, or to process struggle, to come to peace from struggle. It's like you can still use that in order to, it feels like, help people, others get out, in order for them to do the journey you've done. Okay, full stop. My mind was trying to go elsewhere to say more, but that was it. Yeah, it's just one message of like, you can play now with this freedom, and in either an indirect or direct way, you can help others to get to this place of play and joy that you are now at too. You've walked it, and so you can help others walk it too. It's giving me like a lot of hating authority, or hating like restriction to the point where you want to free everyone. That's just the energy that I'm reading this as. It's very like bringing that essence of work and goal orientedness into, or in alignment with, that of freedom. So 2.5, it feels like you have more of a a line of work to do with joy and freedom, as opposed to just pure joy and freedom. It feels like there's more of that energy of purpose as opposed to purely desire. But it's like, yes, you got that that part was still for you, that like being in alignment with just pure desire. But I think then it's like the step after that for you is then allowing others to find that pure desire too. Masculine. Yeah, you have a very strong masculine energy. You're able to work through things. You're able to make progress and to see change. To see change through is what I'm hearing, which makes me feel of more, like, see it through. There's like a lot of strength that you have. A lot of endurance. It's like those muscles aren't wasted. And I feel like you'll find a lot of fulfillment through helping others by helping others because you gained those muscles and you can. There's an essence still with this being Andromeda for you of you can, not you have to, because there's so much about that freedom where it's like it still has to be for you, for it to be in alignment with your purpose. It feels like it still has to be fully in passion to do so. It has to be something you desire to do. It's like not helping others for helping them, but helping others because you want to help them, because you enjoy helping. It's like it's not out of need, it's out of pleasure. Yeah. And it can be a different sort of pleasure, but it's still your pleasure. Yeah. Okay, by 2.5. I think I shall use the toilet. Oh, a card had dropped. What was it? Andromeda. Is there more to say on that? I guess I'll hold it up. Some of you might find it helpful to look back at this card. It might bring you more insight the more you look at it, or it might just remind you of this reading at a later time. And it's like, instead of needing to come, like, say you recognize that there's something in this reading that will be integrated again if you listen again. It's more like you don't have to listen again. Maybe some of you just want to take a screenshot and look at this card again, and it's like the energy of the reading is in this screenshot then. I hope that made sense. Actually, I hope it either did or didn't make sense, depending on what is in most alignment for you to receive. And alignment with whatever you most desire to have alignment be meaning for you. Okay, see ya. I'm the toilet. I am the toilet. Ooh. Smells of incense in here. I wonder why. And I'm about to burn some more for pile 3. Because it is pile 3 time. But I was just thinking, if I was a guy, I feel like I'd be so curious what it feels like to pee and to release other fluidly liquids as a woman, female, at least female body. I laugh because I say that as if like I don't identify as female, but I do identify, like I file down my identity as female. I wonder if that time will be cut out, or if some of it's gotta be if someone brain is gone back out into outer space. It's so interesting getting back into the space for channeling. What was I saying? I get maybe it was just my guides like trying to usher me away from what I was about to be saying. Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. What do I do? Where's pile 3? Behind me. You have this deck and these incense. Oh, what time is it on? Only 2 hours. Oh, because it's a 1 hour before from the part that I may or may not do. I don't know if I'll want to edit the video or not. Because then I have to put it in another app. Is that even called an app? It's on my laptop. To like add the videos together. And that takes so long. And I don't like it. It's like I don't even care about the time it takes. It's just something about... I don't know what it is. It like feels like a strain to my brain. Okay, incense. Was there anything else? I feel like pile 3 got fewer things. That may not be true, but it feels like it. And I don't need matches. I have a candle right there. I wonder how many of you were going, there's a candle right there. Okay. Ah, there it is. That's why I needed the candlesticks, the matches. Because they were placed by the wonderful... I want to give her a name in this moment. The wonderful this guy. Wonderful Everyday. What was that from? It's like a supermarket, I feel. Okay. Oh yeah, I can light it. I feel like there was like a weird side. I think... that smells good too. Oh, that smells so light. Pile 2's incense was... like, Pile 1's was like musky and very satisfying. Pile 2's was like... I heard the word deliberate and potent. I was just trying to say potent. It's like a more like not mist, like a... how do I describe Pile 2's? Yeah, that's what... Pile 2's is hard to describe. But Pile 3's is so light. Oh, it's so loving in like a motherly way, but not in a way that I usually associate with motherly energy. It's so much sweeter than that. Oh, that's what it's like. That feels so good. Beautiful energy. It's a beautiful world. It's a wonderful everyday. Why does that want to keep coming through? And I keep wanting to say more of that. Welcome in, Pile 2. Interesting that I'm welcoming you in like as I'm opening things. I don't usually welcome in during moving things. I do sometimes, but it's always for a specific reason. And I feel like that is the primary energy of your purpose / desires for this lifetime. It feels like there's a very specific something. Is that what I had said? I feel like I changed it the second time. So there could be something about changing the second time. There also could be something for you about not even knowing, or third time, since we have the like crack on the egg looking thing of the third 0. It's like the third one, that's when you crack the egg. What other sentence had I just started? There was something about... what was it? Losing hope, I feel. There feels like from the energy of the pile selection, it felt like you had strong goals and it feels like you felt like you were so far from them. It's almost like you feel like you'll have to wait for another lifetime. But this is a reading on this lifetime, and so for this to be coming through, nope, this is a this lifetime thing. Actually, for you, I want to say this can be a this lifetime thing. I feel like there's a sense of empowerment that you're being called into. Okay, so your purpose. Let's look at them. Usually I wouldn't take this many, but I want to for you. Because especially with those other energies we got from the beginning for you, we had like a lot of everything. The incense you chose are very thick and very long too. And I just called him citrine in my head. So citrine could be significant for you. I can see that going with that, going with your energy, and it goes with the essence of like empowerment, solar plexus energy, of feeling capable of going after that which you're desiring, that which you want to create, that which you thirst for. Okay. Yeah, there are three there are three different citrines, succulents, 3 different plants in the plant pot. And this also has like a leaf on top of this container, as well as a string holding them together. So and wax on the bottom. So there's more, and yes, the lots of cards. And with you being the third pile, it's like 2 have already been, and now it's you. There's a lot of extra with you, and I feel like that could be what it could cause overwhelm for you, and that could be what creates some insecurity, because I feel like you have the highest standards for yourself, or the highest goals. There's something of a sweetness that is so surrounding your purpose and desire. I would not be surprised if this lifetime you want to lend a helping hand to large communities, or like a community at large, or a vast number of individuals. It feels like you have a lot of love, and that is what you're, like, compassion. It feels like you want to leave the world a sweeter place, a kinder place. You may resonate with motherly energy and wanting to be that for the world, or wanting to be that for others. There's such a gentleness that you bring in. And even with me, this is the back of the deck, yeah, it's like a hug. Even with, and a moon hug too, so motherly, so caring, so nurturing, also a bit like a cloth, I heard. Like a dinner tablecloth is what I'm seeing. It's like you could put something, and same with this energy, like this extra. You could just put it on the table, but you provide that cloth, that gentleness, that sweetness, that... It's like you want to provide something that makes life worth living. That's what feels like your strong purpose for this life. It's like you bring others a deep comfort and a sense that they can incorporate more love into their everyday through knowing you, or through the creations that you create, or that which we'll get more into, I suppose, I presume, within your reading. I think I didn't finish what I was saying about, like, even me having so many cards at the start, and yeah, I didn't say it's too many. I feel like that's what you do for others, and what is so strong for you in this lifetime. It's providing an energetic space of you are okay and I love you in your entirety. Like allowing others to be the fullest expressions of themselves, and knowing that, or you tell other people, through whether this be through whatever modality, that they are enough as they are. They're not too much. That's what it is. You tell people that they're not too much. And I'm seeing that in 2 ways now. I'm seeing that as I guess in the normal way of hearing that, like, you're not too much, like, you're not, I'm seeing it in two ways. Like, you're not too much. There is, like, we have a grand enough box to fit you. It's like, maybe many people can hold a certain box and then you create a larger box to hold everyone. Like, oh, hey, you don't fit in this box, let's create another one. Let's create one that does fit for you. That sort of, you are enough. What's that? No, you are not too much. But then the other way I was seeing it was also like, you are not too much from like a minus. Like, that was plus and this is minus. Like, how do I explain this? Like, your goals are not too much. Like, you can attain them. It's like going from little to a lot, or going from a lot to creating that. I'm not seeing it clearly, but it was kind of funny. As I was trying to say that, what I was actually getting was a lot of people were leaving. It's like I needed to take a long time to get those expressions out so that some people would leave this reading or go to the right reading for them. It felt like there wanted to be an emphasis on that energy of selectivity. And it feels like this is a very powerful group where you have a very specific kind of love to share. And it has a lot to do with patience. It has a lot to do with your kindness, your imbuement of love. Like, that heart of yours, my heart is really being activated with your pile. That imbuement of your love into every small action that you do. And I feel like that could be why it's like you see something as such a large goal, maybe grueling work, because it requires a lot of steps. It's like you would have a never-ending list of things to do with your purpose and desire. Because I feel like you see a lot that you want to change, or there's so many that you want to affect, or there are so many areas of life that you want to flow into, that you want to find love in. This first card seems very motherly to me again, but it feels like an energizing sort of love. It feels like sleep, but transmitting like sleep waves into waking life. It's like grounding prototypes of an ungrounded essence. It's like, I heard the word extrapolating. It feels like you understand a certain vibration of love that comes through in so many forms. Okay, and I wasn't getting more from that first card, but it's like that's the first piece of the puzzle, and that's why your energy feels so like complicated, or your purpose, your desire for this lifetime feels so complicated. It's like you really need to take it step by step. You've really been shown the way, because I feel like you're very in flow with your intuition. It feels like you can't do what you came here to do if you are not having help with that. Even if you perceive it to be a solo journey, it's like, what is solo? You're working with the universe. You're working with guides. You're working with a lot. I think even physically, you probably work with a lot, or will, for your purpose, your desire. I want to say what will bring you a sense of purpose, because purpose to me is something that you get to decide yourself. I got a lot of mixed energies from saying that. And I'm not being drawn to saying anything. There's so something about your purpose and desire that is about your essence. It's like about your heart, about the space you hold. Because I keep wanting to be silent with your energy. I keep wanting to just be there and just extend, like, just to hold a space together. I think that's what you do for others. Because this doesn't feel like this is just something that you have built for yourself, something you've learned to extend yourself. This feels like very much tied in with Kuan Yin, where she found this sense of love. I want to say within herself, and then that enabled her then to extend that out to the world. You may resonate with having the ability to transcend this realm or to experience a very, very different life, but you choose to be more service oriented, or it's like you could be very individual, but you choose to be very collective oriented. There's like a love that you have, a desire, a strong desire to give, to share, to show others, to lead others. Yeah, because in the pile selection, I was seeing a lot of leadership energy with you. Not only from there being so many within your reading, and this could also have to do with so many, like you have many purposes, but that's, yes, okay, that's a very strong message. I can't remember what the sentence, I was saying not only because there's so many, but also because your crystal was at the top. That was a weird form of expression for that. I felt like I didn't need to. There's a lot that you don't need to do in order to achieve your purpose, because I feel like your sense of purpose, your desire for being here, is very much in alignment with that. Like every single action, it's like it comes through your hands as you lift a table or as you open the door. But also then what I was gonna say with from all those different things, it's like you could have so many creations within this life, and this similar essence of love and compassion comes through in all the creations. And to others, I'm seeing multiple things. Yeah, to others they may see you as, I'm not being drawn into saying that. There's so much here. I think a lot of people would find it hard to understand how you do everything that you do in a lifetime. And I think that you understand this. Like, that essence of you feeling like you can't achieve everything that you want to achieve because it's just so much. It's like you understand that. But I also feel like with that energy of you feel like it's too much, I think it goes two ways. I think it's equal part too many things to do. I'm hearing that saying, like, too many things to do in so little time, or so much to do with so little time, something like that. But also not just the like numerous things, not the number of things, but also the grandness of its effect. It's like, I think you see all of these acts, all of these creations, all of these expressions of your energy, extensions of your energy is what I want to say. You see them having, or your desire for them, your goal is to have them have a very profound, intense, or not intense, like a wide reach. You want them to really impact others. So I think that the fear is of both not having enough time to do everything you want, but also feeling like they won't impact in the way that you want. It's like much and not enough time, and also not enough energy. I'm just sitting with that, with this state of wondering why I feel like what my words are doing. Like, my expression feels very particular with your pile, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's interesting. You have an energy that is a bit it's like you would think that you're all over the place and scattered, but you're really not. It's like you have a lot going on, but I think you manage it really well. And I think this management will only become a stronger part of your I heard so many different words with that. Work line, your identity. I can't remember the others. I think it's not even, it is, but it's not even like your abilities that will grow stronger. It's more like your ability to work on your abilities. No, it's not about your ability. It's about, I can't see it. Okay, let's keep getting these cards down. These two both give me completion energy. That's what the energy I was trying to get at. It's like, it's not about you like honing your skills. It's more about just the time to do it, to do them or to express them. Because there's a completion here. And with that Kuan Yin energy also that I touched on, it's this essence of you've already done it and now it's just time to like get that out into the world to help others see similar things to what you see. And that energy of sight, that's what I kept trying to get at, but for some reason it wasn't coming out. I was trying to say it's not about like practicing and getting better abilities, it's about your ability to see those present abilities. So it's interesting that that's what I was trying to see. I think you think it's that. I think you think it's that with time you'll be able to recognize your abilities more, but I think that you already do recognize your abilities, and it's more about simply experiencing the expression of them. Yeah, it's like a two-part. This is those like two blanks before the crack. It's, oh, how do I word this? It's like two layers of not trusting the self and then realizing it was actually the third part of actually it's not really about you, it's or your like readiness, it's just about how time is experienced in the realm you're in. Something along these lines. I feel like everything in due time for you. And I want to draw your attention to your purpose. It feels like you have a strong plan, and that plan is very much, it feels like it's being guided in the moment. Like you have a very strong spirit team who are helping you through all that you want to create and imbue into life in this lifetime. And it feels very in the moment. It's like it's, yes, maybe it differs. No, it doesn't differ. It's a very interesting energy. I'm trying to understand it. It's that of having a clear plan before you came into the lifetime, but then also like there feels like there can be so much leeway, like you're also making it up as you go, and so your guides are strongly around you, and your higher self or your soul, an expression of yourself in a clearer view, also guides you through the changes that happen more momentarily. Up or down, up or down. There's so much about stillness here. It's like the energy you hold just by being here. It feels like such a primary purpose for you. Wherever you are, this lifetime, you hold a very I keep like going to say potent or strong, but it doesn't quite fit your energy because it's so gentle or like soft. I think you have such a particular energy that I won't be able to find words to express it. Yeah. It's giving me the energy of like a mythological creature or like a deity who holds such like a specific energy. It's like them. It's like yes, you could give all these adjectives to describe them, but you don't really, or for me personally, it's like I don't really understand them through the energies they hold. Or like the descriptions of them, like what they're the goddess of, for example. It's more tapping into their energy. You see them as a person, you see them as a figure. I think that's what you are. This lifetime, it's like you've wanted to be a figure. You've wanted to be that deity, that expression of you. Yeah, because there's so much of like, yes, you do a lot, but it's not really the crafts themselves. It's like the one behind the crafts. That's the true mastery, or that's the true essence you wanted to experience in this lifetime. Or that there's like a lot about choice for you, I think, that you could choose to embody this lifetime. Again, with that Kuan Yin message of like, you can choose to be here or not. So in a similar kind of way to pile 2, whose energy was a lot about desire, I feel like yours is to do with desire in a way, but it's so different to theirs. Yours is very I heard the word plentiful. Okay, yours is less about the energy of desire. It's more that because of the state of being you've come to, you're able to like complete your mission, is what I'm hearing. You're able to fulfill the desire you have for this lifetime in a multitude of ways, because it's about the essence that goes through into anything you create. So it's like you can really create anything. So yes, it's about what do you want to create, which is to say desire. But it doesn't really matter, is what I'm feeling. Because anything that you create, and yes, it can matter if you want it to matter, but then again, like that essence you have of your heart, of your care, of how do you feel about it? What do you care? What do you care for? What do you like, does it matter to you or not? Or what matters to you? That will be imbued into it. It's like finding that which does matter to you and choosing that. There's so much about choice for you. Choosing that which matters to you will be done through that connection to the heart I'm feeling. And so that is the essence that floods through. But it's not that. It's not even to do with like, that felt so Libran, like choices. It's not, it's about you. That's what I want to bring this back to. It's not about like really trying to understand like a grandness that goes, or like all the intricacies that goes into, and that is of the energy that goes into your creations, or that which you experience life. Like, how do you define creation, kind of thing. Like walking down the street can be a creation. It's just that. It's literally that you are here to walk down the street if that is what you want to do. You're here to be you. Because I want to bring you back to that energy of like a deity. Like, you are a figure. You are you. You are looked up to. You are beloved. You are I can't see it in any other way than like you're one of those mythological figures. And I guess one way to elaborate on that is like thinking of all those beings who love mythology, love finding new deities, love connecting to deities in so many different ways. It's like that's how people will feel for you if you desire that. But I feel like it's not even an if. I kind of feel like this is already happening for you. This is already happening. It's just who you are already. It's kind of just like the more life progresses, the more, yeah, I guess that the more life progresses, the more other gets to experience you. Because I feel this in the spirit realm too. Like you are looked, you are felt, you are experienced, like deliberately experienced, specifically to you by you. It's like you're sought after by many. And it's not in a, it's in so many different ways. I just try to go back to that like gentle energy you have, that like very loving, benevolent feeling. It's kind of funny. Pile 2 was like a malevolent feeling, and you are a benevolent feeling. I love that. Okay, so your final 2, yeah, you're seen. You're so seen, and it's giving me an energy of magnetism with this card. This card feels to me like, and this one feels like watching and seeing, like spying, like others will spy on you. But this first one feels like that heart is being drawn, like the heart is drawn out from like the canvas of you. My face made like a oh so cringy expression. I think I might do some light language for you, or do some toning, some auditory reading. We'll see if messages come through that. But I'm not feeling any particular more messages. Okay, maybe we'll get different cards in a bit too. I heard plenty. That is plenty. Oh, need to sneeze. Oh, that was a big sneeze. That felt so significant for you. That is plenty. Okay. Okay, pile number 3. I love you very much. It felt like a short reading, but that was plenty. Well, that is plenty. Yes, I love you very much. I really, really love your energy too. And I'll see you in another reading if so, or I'll see you as the deity you are, wherever that may be. If I am blessed to come across you in this lifetime, or I will see you in another expression of life. lives. Bye bye.